Hello and welcome to another episode of Sharp Talk. I think we're at episode 16 now. Well, look at us go.
We just call it episode 100.
We're at episode 16.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we've hit 16.
All right.
Can't
Is that
believe
good?
it. I don't know. My first podcast, Steve.
I mean, just asking.
Hey, we're still here, right?
I have so many podcasts, I lose track, so I don't know.
I figured. That must be why you're not posting videos.
I just have so many going on during the week. It's just like, what?
Yep.
Am I here? Is this Tom? What are we doing? Yeah.
All right. If you guys don't already know by now, I'm Tom, a.k.a. Tom Hosting Outdoors on Instagram and YouTube. I'm joined today by Steve, Super Steel Steve on YouTube, and at Chef Kalari on Instagram. We got Gerald, Outpost 76 on YouTube and Instagram. We got Alex. It's Alex_Knifebox on Instagram and Alex's Knifebox on YouTube. And a guest that we've already had on here twice before, I think. We got BJ, who now has his own YouTube channel as well. It's Hilltop Knives and Gear, right, BJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I really like that name. It's so clever, you know? It's like
Yeah.
up, but then if you take the hill and put a space between it, you got Top Knife and Gear. You know, like that's so, I like that.
Yep.
High five.
Smarter than your average redneck.
Bro. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
DJ's like, hey, Boo Boo, what's his name? How's it?
Yo,
Yo-
The cartoon, huh?
fucking Yogi.
Yogi.
Yogi. DJ's the Yogi of the night.
all right, boys. What's everybody carrying today?
My nuts.
You need a sheath for that?
These
Down
nuts.
low.
My jeans.
Down low.
I am carrying a Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and M390.
And I'm no longer friends with you. Just like that.
What a normal knife for you to carry.
Well,
What
it's
a
got
normal.
it's got this crazy custom carbon fiber on it. It's got titanium screws, titanium lock pin, titanium polished deep carry lynch clip. It's a pretty fancy one.
It's a very pinkies up PM2.
So basically, you spent the same amount of money on that as you did your Hinder, and it turned out better.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Keep trying, Tom. It's okay.
It's fine. Hey, I see you selling off some of your Hinders too.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I sold my fatty so I could purchase that 3B XM18.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, that's right.
You're a Hinder or
Okay.
nut hugger.
Huh?
You said you're a Hinder or nut hugger.
I'm not a hinder or nut hugger.
Mm.
You're just salty because Rick didn't give you the old like he gave me.
Paul says, "Welcome to Shitting on Hinders," sponsored by Spyderco.
Spider-Co.
We don't even like Spyderco on this podcast.
I do.
You know what?
What?
You say, Alex?
Okay, I do.
Yeah, I figured.
I just sent out my Tough to get some custom scales and stuff, too.
Of course
I
you
like
did.
Spider. I like old Spyderco.
So, did we get anybody's carry except for Alex's? No.
No, what are you carrying, Tom? Come on, Tom, what are you carrying?
Crewwear,
Guardian?
Crewwear Manix 2.
Oh, look, another Spyderco.
I'm still doing testing on this. Should be ending here soon because I got to wrap it up before the Rex testing. So, that's something I'm excited for too. The Rex testing is gonna be awesome. Huh?
Looks like BJ's got a Spyderco, too.
Gerald, get us out of this. Come on, Gerald. Throw the pass.
From
Drop
my,
back.
from my angle, that hole looked like a pussy with teeth.
Yeah, it
Oh
did.
God.
It was for a second.
Look
How
how
do you think?
bright and pearly his whites are, too, you know? Like, you can really see those things in there.
Uh-oh.
What you got, BJ?
Somebody froze up. Steve's froze up. Look at him. I got
Oh, yeah.
the man.
He frees up. He
he-
looks like he's...
He looks more normal than he normally does.
It looks like he's shitting.
He's pooping.
What'd you have, BJ?
Max Mannix and a Manly Pete.
2 solid choices there. What you got, G?
I've been playing with my Shiro today.
Yes.
Hey, look at that.
Yes.
For once, it's not Alex who has the fanciest knife.
Yeah.
Dethroned, Alex.
Yep. Don't worry, he'll pull something out.
He showed off custom, though. There it comes.
Yep.
Look,
My
there
Jade Custom Scout right here. Well, bam.
I'm going to turn off the video so you don't show G up.
What a dick.
Steve left, so we're not going to get his carry. Has anybody picked up anything new recently? No?
I got all kinds of stuff coming.
I
Be
know
here
you do.
Tuesday. Tons and tons.
I picked up 3 knives this month. I picked up the JG Scout, which I just got, which I ordered like a year and a half ago, so that was nice to have. I finally bought a Norseman, which is surprising because I never thought I'd buy that knife, but for some reason I decided to. And I also bought it's a custom German handmade knife by a maker, Jürgen Schanz. And it's a titanium frame lock with meteorite pivot colors. And it's also got, I think it was Niolex steel, if I remember right. It's kind of
Oh,
cool
the
knife.
Niolac stuff?
Yeah.
Did you say meteorite?
Meteorite pivot colors.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fancy. It's kind of an uncommon knife.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I bought it. But I always, as gay as it may sound, I always want a knife with some meteorite on it. It's a cool material.
Hell yeah.
What you got coming, BJ? I know you're dying to talk about it.
I've got that 4V shard coming that they're gonna let me play with. I think it's Steve's or Kurt's, one or the other. And Kurt's sending 4 old steels to play with. Then I've got a M390 PM2 62 HRC that needs to be tested. I got a Tops MSF 4.0 flipper coming. And
Wasn't
then
that one of the many giveaways you win?
Yeah, it was a giveaway. Yeah, I ain't even went through the one I got from Woodland yet. Not really. I mean, I kind of went through it, but not 100%.
Do you guys know how many
Most expert-
giveaways he wins?
I mean, I'm almost feel bad for her. I told a few people that kind of feel bad about all the winning, you know. I told Steve that, and he said, "No, don't fucking feel bad."
It's ridiculous, dude. He tags me in all these giveaways. I enter in all the same giveaways, and he wins them all.
What the fuck happened? Where'd everybody go?
We're all
We're
here.
here.
I thought you got mad, bro. We thought you got mad.
I don't even know you guys anymore.
We either thought you got mad or you had to go take a shit.
I'm just
He'd leave
I
the
would've
video
brought-
on.
this shit. I would have brought you guys with me. I wouldn't just drop the whole show like that.
That's what I thought, but Tom said no. He just left.
Yep.
I have standards.
You were bragging
Okay,
about
I'm-
your really great internet that one episode, and there you go, disconnecting.
Man, that was one time. I got Wi-Fi now, man. That was one time. I went in my car for that one.
Remember when he was talking and his hands were
I
going
was
like this?
professional.
Yeah,
And then he couldn't, there was no volume. He
Yeah.
was panicking.
that was great.
I remember watching it.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about
What are you carrying?
what
What are you carrying, Steve?
What
Oh,
you got coming?
what I'm carrying? This guy.
ooh,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a cool one. Is that a smooth criminal?
Yep.
Button
Is it
lock?
smooth?
Huh?
It's a
Is
button.
it smooth?
It's smooth now. It broke in. It's smooth as shit. It's a cool fucking knife.
Oh, you finally got a Mepverd.
Yeah.
I just
What is
realized.
Huh?
I just realized that because you were talking about, oh, I need to get me a Medford last
Yeah.
week.
I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Okay, Alex? I
So
said I needed a found one. Huh?
what do
How
you think?
thick's that stock?
This knife's very impressive. I'll say that.
It's not that expensive either. It's really well priced.
No, this thing's crazy well priced. This has got build quality that would make CRK blush.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. If I could show you how to, you ever seen a Sebenza 25?
Yep.
Okay. Do you know? Not the Nkosi, the 25 had that ridge where the blade tang would pass right by the stop pin.
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like you couldn't slide like a sheet of magazine paper between it.
This is even tighter. I don't even know how he does it. Don't know if you guys can see.
I can't see any light coming through that whatsoever.
Well, I mean, here, watch. Hold on. Wonder if this will blind everybody. I don't even know if you can see. You can't even see light going through
Nothing.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
there. So you see where the blade? So the stock thickness is 150 thousandths. This gap right here is 160 thousandths.
Dang.
Ooh.
So that blade right there, he's got 5,000 clearance on each side.
Holy
What?
shit.
Is it less than 20,000 behind the edge?
This is about 15.
Hell yeah.
I start at 15 degrees per side, and it's about, at the very, very base, it's about 13, and then it goes to about 15 the whole way.
Hell yeah.
When you guys are measuring the thickness behind the edge, do you go all the way to the top of the bevel, or you
Yeah,
just right?
yeah. So you see where the bevel starts?
Yeah, that's where you
Right
guys
there.
measure to, right?
Yeah, right there. That's right behind the bevel. Yeah, I'm hella impressed. Huh?
I was gonna say just barely let the tip of your calipers catch right on that edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know, because all my knives been coming. I haven't come with anything even at 15 thousandths behind the edge on anything I've measured. But I know I have some pretty thin profile knives. A few of
You
them.
got a manly, don't you?
What's that?
You have a manly, don't you?
measure that thing.
Yeah,
I'll-
measure your man.
I'll give
I
it.
bet it's below 10. I bet it's below 10.
Those things are paper thin, dude. They're so nice. They're so thin.
They're
So
all
Steve, we were talking about what we got coming in. What you got coming in?
Nothing. This came in, and then I got a birthday gift from Kenny from In the Pocket. He decided to pick this up. This is a Benchmade Freak with his custom-made scales.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he, which is insane, it even tapers, just like
Ooh.
the original scales.
Pretty
That's cool.
It's insane. He handmade these, right? He doesn't have like he hand dug the, bored out the milling on the inside to make liners stick and all that. Okay, and it's still centered. Benchmade. This guy hand bored my Carta with a Dremel, and he got it centered. Why? Like, why? Somebody tell me why. Smartico, Benchmade, both y'all. Someone tell me why he could do that. And then he acid etched the blade and copper tumbled it.
Ooh.
That's
So
pretty.
if it looks red to you, yeah, it's like super homogeneous. So it looks like this red. I don't even know. And then of course he put his like crazy near edge on this thing.
What is it?
Nah.
S30V.
Yeah, this is the S30V one. Yeah, and as an added bonus,
Where's the
What was
balls
that?
at?
look
What?
at it. Look at it.
What the fuck?
He swears he didn't mean to do it. The other side's not like that. But look at that.
Oh
Look
my god.
at that. Look at it.
That's for you. That's perfect.
Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, I see it, Steve. Jesus. Now you're gonna be waving that thing in front of the camera all day.
Don't it have a set of balls engraved on the inside too?
I don't know. Did he? I haven't checked. I know he did it on Kurtz. I don't know. I haven't taken it apart. I'm actually scared to use it. I don't want to mess it up.
It looks awesome,
Yeah.
though.
Huh?
It looks awesome.
It looks
Yeah,
insane,
it's
man.
mine.
It's crazy. I don't know how to do these, but it's crazy. So this is the highlight of my week. Yeah, I got these two guys. I don't have anything coming in.
What about you, G?
Dude, I got nothing. The only thing I got, even before last podcast, was that Crew Air Delicate test. That's it.
Yeah.
What?
How's that thing performing so far?
I haven't touched it.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you guys forget last week that storm came through. The week
know
before I was in the hospital.
That is true.
All I heard
Oh, that is true.
was blah blah blah. I had a cold. Blah blah blah. It rained. I don't hear any valid excuses here, G. Dude, this is solutions, not problems. Okay, we spoke about this.
Jesus.
Did anybody sell anything?
Hey! I haven't even got to go over what I got.
Oh yeah, you got some?
I got two things here. I got.
What'd your girlfriend get?
She gave him back his spine and his balls
Temporarily.
So
Weekend.
yeah, temporarily.
for the
So-
show.
So I got the Super Freak that I've already broken in. It already needs a fresh edge. As you guys saw on my Instagram post, if you saw it, where I was shoved that thing into an old broomstick trying to get the other side of it out that was stuck inside. Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Yep. That's the most abusive thing I think I've ever done to a knife.
What? You gotta
Yep.
come hang out with me and beat it.
Turns out that steel beats plastic.
It does.
Yeah. Who would have thought, right?
Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought? And then I got the Rex 45 milli in for testing from a viewer, which is awesome. Factory edge, but it definitely needs sharpened. And then it'll be going to BJ after this for a badass acid wash and on the I think it was the liners, the blade, and the clip. So that'll look sweet.
Very nice.
He did some sweet ass walk.
Yes, ass washing.
Yes.
Then I got
good at Washington.
a couple other knives coming in for testing. One was a Shiro Hot Tion Light in M390. That
You'll
they
like that.
It's supposedly 63, so we'll see how that tests. It should be a monster.
Yeah. That's a nice knife.
He's sending me a couple Tucsons as well that are S90V and M390 to test. So we'll see how those do. Huh?
I'm curious about the Tucson S90V and M390.
Me too.
Tucson?
Tucson.
Tucson.
Hold on. These are Tucson knives, an S90V and M390?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Don't
If I could do that thing, I would.
don't give
I
me
would
that
do
look,
it.
Steve. Tucsons.
So, all right, so is this now China S90V? Is that what we're going to call it from now on?
Yeah,
Like
right.
China.
It's like trying to do.
Yeah, I tested one already.
Did
Yeah.
you?
I already tested one.
S90 or M390?
S90 Tucson. I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay. So,
Have you posted it? G?
Nope. No, I
Oh.
haven't posted it. I'll
Post
just
it.
say it is no Spider Kill S90V.
For
Uh-oh.
those who don't know, Gerald likes to hoard results. What Gerald does is Gerald will do like 50 tests, right, with all these, and then he'll just dick tease us to the end of the earth till we're literally about to storm his house, and then he'll release one test to shut us up.
yep.
Dude,
That's
I don't know. I probably have like 30, 35 tests that nobody knows about.
What the? How do you do that? How do you go and record, and then you're
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm just not gonna post it for a while.
He's a dick. That's why.
Listen,
he
if-
loves to talk to us. That's why.
If I record 2 videos in a day, and I post one, I can't go like 2 or 3 days without posting the other. I try and space them out, but I'm like, nah, that's gotta go. I can't do that. That's nuts.
Gerald is a dick. That's why.
Gerald, you just need to bless the knife community one of these days and drop like all 30.
Just all at once.
Yep.
Just boom, boom, boom. Just full on. Just inundate YouTube with videos.
I have like 4 edited right now to post.
Oh, wait. Did you do the Hat 40 Rex 45?
I got to finish up the Rex 45.
Okay, because I just spent today, I sharpened up the Mannix Maximet, the Police 4K 390, a Packwood Hat Endura in Hat 40, and my Para 3 in Rex 45, and I'm about to do a test. So I'm going to try to do it tonight, and I'll let you know. Then we can do it together. You can release them together and see what happens.
Woo! Yeah, I got to put another edge on mine and record the cutting of the Rex 45. I got the Hap 40 all done.
Paul says Gerald was the first one to find out about the Flint water crisis.
He is. He just didn't tell nobody.
And he goes, and he knows where Tupac really is.
He does.
That's awesome.
He's got video footage of it, but he's not going to release it.
and I did have one other thing coming. Oh, there's another knife with that other package. It's a custom. It's a caustic custom in S90V. He says he grinds them super thin. He's a Russian maker. And then I saw Alex's ears perk up a little bit when I said Russian maker.
Perked up. Yep.
It's so hard.
Yep.
You said Russian maker, and he was like, "What?"
Definitely chubbed a little bit.
Did
Definitely chubbed.
Russian?
you see that knife I tagged you in, Tom?
Yes,
Did you
that
say-
was very good looking.
Wasn't that good looking, man?
That was awesome.
Dude, that makes some awesome shit. That one was Damascus too.
That one looked good.
Yeah.
And instead of getting that one, I bought a Laconic Keen.
Okay.
So we'll see how that one is. Ryan's
It's not, if you don't like it, it's not going to be hard to flip.
no. Ryan's video pushed me over the edge on it though. I watched Ryan's video one more time. It's like a 25-minute video on how much he loves the Keen. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to go for it.
And Ryan is a good guy to go by when it comes to that kind
You
of
order one?
He's got good taste.
I ordered a purple one with portals.
You're a bag.
It's fine. I wanted the bronze, but I was like, you know what? I have like 2 or 3 knives that are bronze already, so I got purple. Dude, Ryan's got a purple one.
Purple. You want a purple knife that's shaped like a dick.
Ryan's got a purple one too.
Yeah, but he also has a bronze one or a titanium one.
So
It balances out the
so
gayness.
I got all sorts of brown shit.
You do?
Yeah.
Brown shit, black
Oh well.
Sorry.
Look at Alex. Alex is still trying to tuck his dick in his pants over that fucking brush.
No, I'm actually shopping on eBay right now.
I watched his pants button go bing and fly off.
You said Russian maker, and Alex went, what was that? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Tuck it under your belt.
Paul said to put that quote on a shirt. I got all sorts of brown shit. Tom Hosang.
That's a brown.
There you go. Yeah.
We've got a store now. It can happen.
I forgot to say that at the beginning of the episode. We have a store now. So I'm gonna link it in the YouTube description. I'm gonna link it in the description of the episode on any of the other platforms if you guys want to check it out. I got all sorts
but
of.
you made those shirts like kick my ass kind of shirts. You put like a big old like circle sharp top on the back of them. Nobody wants that logo in the back, Tom. You gotta fix that shit.
Why not? Hey, I fixed the one.
You should fix all of them.
Yeah, we don't want people walking. Look, man, I'm trying to convert people to join the HRC police, and you're inhibiting it by making them look like Walmart shirts. Okay?
Whoa! The
Thank
HRC
you.
the
Thank
HRC
you.
police shirt doesn't have Sharp Talk on the back.
All right, never mind. Fuck what Alex said. Then I'm good.
Yep.
Why don't you just put Sharp Talk on the front?
I
Because
could.
you know, when you're walking up, people are looking at the front, not the back.
True.
I mean, with you, Alex, I'm looking at the back, so
Yep.
just saying.
Can I get some fries with that shake?
So you guys are all like,
Go to what you leave.
you guys are all like, oh, like Russian knives. What do you think I'm shopping for on eBay right now?
What the fuck else could you be
Rush.
shopping for?
Tell me.
Turbocom?
I want each one of you to take a guess.
Russian blow-up dolls.
Negative. Next.
Mail order bride.
Oh, damn it! God damn it!
Try something else, Steve.
A Cherbakov.
No.
A Cherbakov mail order bride?
Negative.
He's just gonna buy. He's gonna buy a Russian knife maker to sit in his garage and make him little customs.
Dude, that is such a good idea.
He'll just make them for you right there. He'll bring his CNC and everything.
I have been on a crusade. And
Watch.
BJ knows I've been on a crusade for a while. I am looking at a Madison Barlow. I am looking for a Madison Barlow.
A Barlow, like a traditional?
Yeah, a Northwood slip joint.
Do you have a cover material that you really want, or does it matter?
I found one I really like in Appaloosa bone,
There you go.
but
I seen in my car the other day for $150, man.
it doesn't have so it does. There's a red micarta one on here right now, and then there's the Appaloosa bone.
Did you say
But it's-
applesauce bone?
Yep.
Damn it! I said Appaloosa bone. Do you know
Say-
what Appaloosa is, Tom?
Say-
No.
It's a horse that's white with brown spots.
What does that matter? Don't all the bones look the same?
I was just gonna say, but the bones are different. Yeah, their bones are different.
What the fuck?
Man,
Appaloosa.
that bone's from a hog, bro. That ain't from no damn Appaloosa.
That's like-
a hog bone.
that's
It's not a hog bone.
It's the
buff that
coloring. It's the coloring that's Appaloosa. It's
Dude,
probably stag or something.
that's like the giraffe bone shit that they dye that looks just like cow bone. I'm like, that's so stupid.
I love giraffe bone, man.
I like banana bones.
Look at that. That freaking looks awesome if you could see it.
Paul said it's a goat bone.
Cooler.
I'll give you a bone, Tom.
Oh god.
Mammoth cooler. That's another fun
But you
one.
see, it's not even Russian. I'm looking for good old American.
I mean,
This time.
but I bet you there's some Russian on there.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys get ready to get into the or we haven't done the what have you sold segment yet.
I haven't sold shit.
What?
Nope.
Sad.
Oh, me building my collection. So sad.
It is sad.
I have sold so much shit.
Alice sold tons.
I sold my Browse VR71. I sold my that thing's hard to get rid of, by the way, but that's obvious.
Suck.
I sold this morning. I sold my Venom Tech in like 5 minutes. It was wild, and I'm still getting people freaking emailing me about it right now. They're like, "Dude, I'll give you more money, dude, just send it to me. Like, how much you want for it?" I sold it for $500 because it didn't have a box with it. I have a Heretic Hydra single action OTF I'm putting up for sale. I have sold. Damn, dude, I don't even remember what else I sold. I sold another Heretic knife, that one with the blue blade. I sold a. What was it? I sold a Benchmade, I think. Oh, yeah, I sold the Benchmade Barrage, the custom shop I had. Lost my ass on that, but whatever. Yeah, I've sold tons of shit. I'm trying to reduce and refine, so.
Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Ah, bitch!
Damn.
My God. Just give me a mail order bride comment.
We keep thinking of the same shit.
But my brain's bigger than yours. I'm smart.
Your beard's bigger, that's about it.
I think BJ's gonna be bigger.
That is true.
Sold anything, Gerald?
You sell anything, Drew? You sell anything? You sell any pugs?
Did you sell the pug?
Don't sell.
What?
Speaking of that, your logo. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a fat pug, man. That pug is so fat. Dude, it had like 3 sets of rolls under its neck.
Have you ever seen a skinny pug? Ever?
No.
Well, I've seen ones
When they're
without
young,
rolls.
that's about it.
Gerald,
Uh-huh.
we're about to peer pressure you into using that logo. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram,
And vote.
and every like is a vote for you to put it as your logo.
Man, you can do whatever. I know that big stupid O bugs the shit out of you, so I'm gonna leave it there as long as possible.
No. BJ and I the one night are like, damn, G needs a logo. Like he's got like 1,400 subs. He needs a fucking logo.
You need
Wait a
to
minute.
make a better logo then. It's a decent logo. It was good, but I think you made the pug too small.
It captures
Tom-
everything that G is about, except
Tom,
for the
his
mask.
logo-
To be a
Tom.
big old pug face.
We,
I did not see a single Mannix in that picture, so it's not really
ooh.
what he's about.
Yeah.
You gotta have the pug holding the Manax with his teeth.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're playing ball.
What kind of wizard do you think I am, Alex? Jesus.
Look, Tom, are you in practice or are you at the game? Because we're at the game right now. Okay?
Don't
We're
be a
at practice.
Tom.
We talking about practice?
Yeah,
we're talking about practice.
the game. We're talking about the game.
We're talking about
Yeah.
practice?
Don't be a Tom.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna be a Tom.
We'll be a Richard. Don't be a Richard, Tom.
Hey, Tom's logo was better than mine. Here's what I come up with. Do you see that? Instead of a pug, it looks like a possum, and it's under a flower instead of a palm tree.
We made it happen though.
How funny would that shit be if when Tom had it printed up, it was a possum with a Mannix in its mouth?
That would have been hilarious. I am gonna post it on Instagram though, so every like, I'm gonna tell them to go DM you to make that your logo. So you're gonna start getting spammed with DMs.
You need to have the pug with the Mannix in its mouth.
I can probably make that change.
I think you need it.
I feel like I can't get it in its mouth, but I can put it on its face.
I feel like you need to get it in the program. Tom. I don't want to hear problems, Tom. I want to hear
Dirty.
solutions. You can do
That
this.
sounded kind of man.
Are you a Mexican or a Mexican? Okay? Get on with it.
I'm gonna make all sorts of little ones up in the sky.
Get on this, Tom. Come on now.
Okay.
You can do it. Believe in you.
All right. You guys ready for the knives?
Yep. Let's do this thing.
No.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to start out with the, let's talk about the Norseman, guys.
Not sure I even need to bring up a picture of that, but I can.
Let's do it.
If you are new to knives and you do not know what the Grimsmo Norseman is,
It's the horse dick.
It is.
stick, yes.
It's a big...
Shout out to the Grimsmo brothers. They're unbelievably nice gentlemen. But they're Canadian, so that's like par for the course.
Wait. So, Tom, go back one more link, like to the main page. And then go to knives, right up at the top, and then go to Norseman Archive.
I thought you were gonna have me click on Norseman inventory. I was like, I was just there, you douche.
All right, click on that blue one right there.
That's the one you ordered, huh?
That is the one I ordered.
Very nice.
Why don't you look at my knife, while we're talking about a Norseman?
Come look
Let's
at
just
I
seriously look at it and feel it through the screen.
actually almost bought the smooth one that you clicked on before, though. I was very tempted to just get a smooth one, but I figured with the light and everything, this looks cooler. So I just went ahead, and they're the same price whether you get smooth or you get the texturing. So I got it ribbed for my pleasure.
I'm gonna scroll down throughout their archive and see what else they got. Yours
Yeah,
is the
that's-
big one though.
Huh?
So yours is the big picture though.
Yeah. So
Grimsmo
pretty
Norseman.
cool knives.
They're very good, very cool knives.
I almost swore off buying a Norseman, not because of the quality or the utility, but just because of the dick-shaped blade. Dude, look at $13.40 for a Dama Steel Norseman. These things on the secondary are like $1,000 marked up.
Oh, easily. What are you talking about? The standard model one that you got is $900, and that's a fucking $300 markup. Those things used to go for $500-600.
The market's crashing on them now.
They are. As you can tell, you can buy them right off the website now, whereas before you had to go on the waiting list.
I didn't even know you could buy them off the site until you just showed me this. I thought you still had to wait on the waiting list.
Nope. I bought mine last night right off the website.
That's cool.
I dig that
Yeah.
one. Just the plain.
Yeah, that one. I really, really wanted a green one, like that one in the bottom corner right there.
Here.
Yeah, I like that green that they do
So why didn't you get it?
because it wasn't in stock. But I have so many green knives, I might as well get something a little different.
That was like
Blue's-
me with the bronze knives. That's why I went purple.
Shut up, Tom. This one went purple. Said nobody. I wanted a green car, but they didn't have any, so I went fucking purple. No, it doesn't happen like that, bro.
That's cool too.
I was looking at the Keen, and I said, "Hey, babe, which one should I get?" And she went, "Get the purple one." That's what happened, Tom. Oh, no, Tom.
Oh, that's awesome.
The purple one was cute at first, right next to your spine, and nutsack.
So I still agree that this knife is overpriced. I think they were better in the original price. You know, like the $600-700 knife. That's good. You know, I think for a Norseman, I think they're a couple $100 too high. But for the build quality, the tight tolerances, everything you get, I think it's a good knife compared to a lot of stuff you can buy out there. I've had a chance to actually hold one, flick one, you know, play with it. Never cut with it, but it was my friend's knife. It was kind of a really interesting knife. It was a lot better in person than I expected it to be. But I have a few friends that have bought one and have been using them and said they're really, really good. Like they're very useful. For utility and cutting and all that stuff, they work really well. So what do you guys think?
I had a chance at Blade Show. I was at Blade Show, and Vinny from Nero Knives.
I know he loves them.
Yeah, well, he actually just sold. He had sold his before Blade Show. Sorry, guys, my contact just like almost fell out of my eye. I'm over here.
That's always fun.
Yeah, just literally out of nowhere, just like crimped up in my eye. I was there, so we were at Blade Show. We were hanging out, and for like 2 days, and we were there. And his name, he decided to put his name in the raffle, and he got picked, like right there. And then he bought another one, and I got a chance. Went back to the hotel, and before me and Vinny made sweet love, I got to take a photo. I got a chance to took apart the Norseman, and I got a chance to look at it. And I mean, they make everything in house. Like the screws, the bearings, everything.
Yeah.
And it's a hella impressive knife. It's insanely well made. And they are meant as users because as of about a month or two ago, Roman, our friend Roman, K9 Switzerland,
Yep.
actually helped them out with their heat treat protocol. So they have an updated heat treat protocol.
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about that.
We're not? Well, we just did, so that just happened. Who the fuck said we're not supposed to talk about that?
Hey, would you
Who was
about
it? I think it was Ryan.
Oh, well, Ryan didn't tell me, so. Oh, well, there you go. So, K9 Switzerland helped out Sky, who's there. Sky's an awesome dude. Shout out to Sky. He's a super cool guy. He's one of the ones that does a lot of the heat treating, does the heat treating over there, and he spoke with them, and they worked on some stuff, and the heat treat's even better now.
Sweet.
It's like 61 with cryo now, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely
crap.
use IO.
You know what I like more than the Norseman?
The Rask?
The Rask.
Yeah, I like the Rask too.
I'm
but-
in the lottery for both, though.
I'm in the lottery for both, although I won't need Norseman one anymore, but I will definitely pick up a Rask if I get a chance.
The only thing that bothers me about the Rask is where that edge bevel terminates. It looks like a Gerber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, that looks kind of lame. I just got a thing from Brian, real quick.
Brian, is Brian sending you some nudes? Is that what's
No.
going on?
No, he asked if he could send it. Here, I'm going to stop screen sharing for a second. Actually, I guess I could keep. Can you guys see all my Skype shit? Like when I pull up the sidebar here?
Yeah.
Sweet. So that way I don't gotta send it. What do you guys... I guess that picture ain't the greatest. Think of that, though. He said that he wanted opinions on it. That's that Spyderco Myrtle, I think. And it looks like he reground the blade into a sheep's foot Warncliffe deal.
Looks better
Like-
than the original.
Yeah, the original one's butt ugly.
Yeah, I don't like that Myrtle at all.
That looks cool,
fun.
though.
The blade
Yeah.
resembles the one on the Caribbean.
It
Yeah,
does.
just with a straighter edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig that.
So our opinion is you improved it.
Yes,
Yeah.
110%.
You made an ugly knife look pretty cool.
He said he hasn't reground it yet, but he's playing with it in Adobe Illustrator. Reverse Tonto would look cool too, though.
Yep.
Woo! All right, I'm back. Oh man, Jesus.
All right. What's the next knife, Alex?
Why are we not supposed to be talking about the Norseman heat treat?
I thought it was a secret.
Why is there a okay? Real quick, the Grimsmo brothers were machinists, right? That decided to make knives, right?
Yes.
Okay, so wouldn't it be a positive thing if the world knows that they're reaching out to a very talented knife maker who specializes in specialty heat treats to improve their knives?
That's what I thought too, but I know Ryan said something about don't. He wouldn't even tell me who the fuck it was. I figured it out on my own, though.
Oh, yeah, it was K-Knives. So
No. He wouldn't tell me who Roman was working with.
Yeah. He was helping them out with their cryo and their heat treat to get it to hit higher and blah blah. Anyway, so their heat treat on their new knives is even better than it was before.
It's awesome.
So they're 100% users. They're sharpened really really well. They're awesome. They work that recurve work the way they do it with that horse cock shaped nose thing works really well.
So do you guys know anybody who's tried to resharpen one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it a pain in the ass?
just like any other recurve.
Yeah.
I
The most-
personally hate recurves.
Well, the most time consuming thing on it isn't the recurve. It's that it's like you got kind of like a Tanto almost on the front.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
thick.
Huh?
It's a thick tip too. It's got it's got a different angle on it.
Yeah. Well, that's how Tantos should be. Have you ever seen a Chris Reeves Tanto?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The bevel goes back just like a Chris Reeves Tanto because that's really how a Tanto should be. A Tanto should be like zero ground, almost from where the grind starts. So they do that. They use a very large bevel on it. That's only. It's more time consuming, but they're not abnormally hard to sharpen, and they're good. They do a good job with the steel. So
Dude, this
I know-
Rask is nasty.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That Timascus and Damascus one that you picked earlier was pretty crazy too.
This one for $18.25.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's a wild one. That's pretty well done. I like the way that they did the colors and everything on that
I
one.
like how it's plain at the back and then fades into that.
Yep. And
Damn.
then they kind of two-toned it on the lock side with the clip,
Yep.
and see how the clip's the only thing with color. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Jesus.
That's probably one of my favorite ones I've seen.
you like it so much, why don't you marry it?
Because somebody else owns her.
Fuck. Is that a rat? Oh, I thought it was a Tanto. I was like, who did the Tanto?
Oh yeah, the Rask is really cool too. I think if I would have had a choice between the two, I'd have probably picked up a Rasp, but
Yep, me too.
I handled a couple of them at Blade Show. They're unbelievably light.
yeah.
Really?
Like, unbelievably, like, physics-defyingly light. Like, it will shock you when you put that thing in your hand that it's not made out of plastic. It's so light.
It looks pretty awesome.
It's insane. I mean, it's really well done. It's a Grimsby. It's all done.
My question is the weirdest thing to me is how did the Grimsmo Norsemen become more popular than the Rasp? Because they're obviously producing way more Norsemen.
It's more controversial.
Polarized.
I don't know. It's polarizing.
That's what I thought too. Is it was polarizing, and I think Shabazz plugged the shit out of that over the Rask.
Sure.
Shabazz is who done it, man.
He's responsible
Sure.
for their price increase. He's responsible for the Swish buoy price increases.
All right, look at the Rask, right? Then look at a Holt Spectre, and then look at a Shearer Gold. It's that same. It's just a more. It would be something I would go for. I would go for a Rask over a Norseman because I'm not it's a little too flashy for me like the Norseman. But you know how the knife world is. It's more polarizing. And look, plus, apparently, lots of knife guys like horse dicks, so they like that nice horse dick shape.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong. I'm not here to judge your alternative lifestyle. We're still friends.
See, this knife, if you stick it in your ass, it's going to just go in easily. You need that pop into the butt kind of.
If
like the horse.
you're in a suitcase at night, that's
You need something that's gonna hold it in.
yeah,
Right.
that's a suitcase.
So when you pull it out, it's going to be like,
Exactly.
Like yeah, just right out, in and out. Now the Norseman, you got some undulations going on there that you might not want to deal with suitcasing it.
The best design for suitcasing is a Texas toothpick.
Texas toothpick, 100%. He's right. Texas toothpick, you won't even notice. You won't even forget it. It just disappears in the pocket,
Yeah, something don't feel right.
the butt pocket.
Jesus. What's the next knife, Alex?
so I picked a Shirogorov F3 micarta.
Can we start a segment when we start looking at knives? Say that like we rate on its suitcase value. Can we do that? From 1 to 5. Can we?
I don't see why not.
Suitcase ability.
Suitcase ability. I'm gonna start integrating that into my my reviews.
Yeah, squeeze that in there, Tom. Squeeze it in.
Suitcase ability.
Look, for example, look at that Shirogara F3, and then look at the Rasp.
Yep. They're like the same shape.
They're similar. They're similar. I think the handle's nicer on the Shiro, actually.
That's because you love Russians and you're a communist. That's why.
No, I just think it's bigger. It's a bigger, more handle. It's more to grab onto, you know?
I
Like
like Russian because it's thicker and I can grab my hand on it better.
So the reason why I picked this one to talk about is because, you know, people think they have to spend $1,000 to get a Shirogorov. Well, you know, in case those people who want one and think that they have to spend a G, you can get a single row bearing system one with very good steel, either S30 or L Max. And I think these are about like $620.
Yeah, they're not
Which
too
is-
bad.
Yeah, which is way better than $1,000.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, significant.
And I don't think when you buy like an M390 Shiro, you know, F3R with multi-row, that you're going to really gain much as far as performance. A little bit, maybe with the steel. But are you really going to get that much? I think that's subjective because I hear that their heat treat on even their S30 is pretty wild.
There's their the F3 and G10 for $695.
Yeah, that's the G10 one.
That's not crazy.
That's not too crazy, you know? And especially now, like, I can show you a whole bunch of Wii's that are like $550 now.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's going up in price, and Shiro's kind of still staying stable right where they've always been. You can look at the F3R with like white carbon fiber, which you can get in blue, orange, green carbon fiber, or whatever. And that's the one with the multi-row bearings and the M390 for $895. That's pretty damn good, you know. It's a lot of money for a lot of people. You know, now you're in that Norseman territory, but
I'd take that over a Norseman.
I think that's way more useful than a Norseman as far as the blade shape and
Geometry.
I mean, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion, but I thought the entry level Shiro was a good one to like show off, because you know, especially like the micarta one. That's a pretty nice micarta.
The F95 is another good one.
Yep, the F95. But the F95 is a little bit more because
It's
that's
$695
Oh yeah,
for
look at that.
titanium handle scales with micarta inlays. LMAX, same deal.
I mean, they're almost identical knives, minus one's a liner lock and one's a frame lock. That's the only difference between the two.
I didn't realize they had Hations right now, and that makes me want to get a Hation.
Oh yeah, dude, $650.
That's smoking. I was looking
Yeah.
on the first page.
You're smoking, Tom.
Thanks.
And they have different color carbons.
They got
There's
the
a blue little one right there.
blue,
which-
and they got green here.
Yeah, they have blue, they have green. They come in orange and red carbon, like mine was the red one.
That makes me want to sell a lot of things.
Yeah.
God.
Make sure to check with your girl first.
Huh?
Make sure to check with your girl first.
Shut up, Steve. Like, it's so good.
That knife was very, very, very good. I kind of almost want to buy another one, but
I almost want to buy one.
That makes me want to get rid of a lot of things. Fuck.
I already have a 0, so it's kind of, there's not really like a big spot for that to fill for me.
2.3 ounces, Jesus.
Yep.
Can anybody else literally hear Tom's dick getting hard? Or is it just me?
Yes.
Like he's like salivating, like he's looking at an ass, like a nice ass. He's like, oh,
Pretty soon you're going to hear, Steve, where it goes.
Jesus Christ.
But Steve, I think if you were to hang on to this knife, do cut tests with it and everything, I think you'd be super impressed with it.
Look, you sound like Ryan trying to get me into the higher end stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think you would love that knife.
I don't know. Part of me, like, wants to get into the high-end stuff like this, and then I look at, like, my Super Freak, and I'm like, that does, like, almost everything.
When you tell me that when you're holding on to your Super Freak and when that Hation comes in for testing and you hold up both of them, you tell me what you think then.
I know.
That's all I have to say. 2.3 ounces, Tom.
I know.
You could just be like Alex and have them both.
But I'm a broke bitch.
Alex is, for people who don't know, that Alex is a knife guy. Alex doesn't just like Shiros. Alex likes knives. Alex has knives from like $80 to like $800 and beyond. Alex he'll buy a Super Freak and a Shiro because he likes both.
Yep. Actually, I've been tempted by that Super Freak. You guys are making me like it.
It's so good.
Very good.
Yeah. I just keep hearing that.
Everybody's doing it.
Listen, I was super impressed with the fit and finish on mine. I took it apart. Like, it was perfectly centered and everything. No blade play any direction, which is fucking weird for a Benchmade. And took it apart, cleaned it out, because where the axis lock, or the bar rubs on the blade tang was a little rough towards the back portion. Like, they almost left a burr on one or the other. So I rubbed the tang on my strap. And then popped everything back together, just tightened everything down, and it perfectly centered itself. No blade play again, like how it should be. It was perfect.
You know, I think Benchmade knives are nice. I just think the person that buys it is going to have to know how to take a knife apart and tune it.
Yep.
That's just all there is to it.
Yep.
You know, I think you can get them right once you get there. But I've actually, I only have 2, maybe 3 Benchmades left. I've sold a lot of mine. There's one that I'm never selling though. Is the knife that got me into knives, which is that 761 monologue. I'm never getting rid of that. I love that knife,
That
and it's
set the
got the shittiest detent.
that set the tone for your collection. Like our first knives are like Ontario Rat, like Spyderco Tenacious, and he's like, dropping $300 on a
But
monologue.
that was the knife that got me into collecting. That wasn't my first knife. I started with a Kershaw. That was technically the first knife I ever bought back in the early 2000s. But the first knife that I'm like, wow, there's actually premium stuff that exists. Like got to it. I'm like, okay, let me do a little research. I read shit for like about a month, and I'm like, okay, M390, that looks like the stuff I want. I'm like, this one's got a really slim titanium profile. I like the way it looks. The blade shape is really nice. Boom, monolock it is. Now this you're looking at right now, Tom, this is one Shiro that I do like it, but I'm not. I'm not gonna buy it.
It's too big. It's huge.
It's big. It's
It
way,
looks like a Kershaw Atmos.
dude. It is 4.3-inch blade. Like it is huge. My buddies have one of these, and I got to flick it around. Dude, this thing doesn't even feel natural in your hand. You're like barely feeling like you got a folding knife in your hand at that point. It's just like I'd rather just have a blade at that size.
I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. I'm perfectly comfortable with having 4 inches in my hand. That is for me. So I think I should get one of those. I'd be more than happy.
I would love for you to get one of those. For me, the knife was too big. Like, and I have a couple knives that are about the same size. But for some reason, this one, it just like with that point and everything, it looks so murdery. Like it's fucking like it looks like like you look like you want to stab somebody when you flick this thing up.
Yep.
Are you saying it's too operator for you?
Oh.
No, it's too serial killer for me. That's not operator.
That
That's
sounds like an
serial.
excuse.
Makes sense.
I mean, I don't know. For me the 1111 or 111 was just not the knife for me. But my buddies love them. I mean, they think they're really awesome. So, and the quality is going to be everything that you expect. And then that groove in there, you can Spidey flick them, which is pretty cool. You don't have to flip her.
And you can keep the blood of your enemies in that groove.
Yes.
Yeah, let it dry and leave it right there.
Yeah. Get into those multi-row bearings, really loop them up.
Jesus.
All right.
What's next?
I have to pick a couple less expensive knives
Thank you.
for our viewers. But I did pick some higher end Chinese stuff.
Ooh.
So let's go with the Riot T4000.
Is this a movie or
Sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
is Sarah Connor about to jump? Whoa! What the fuck is
Look
that?
at that thing. So that is a Tashi design. This knife, from what I've
It's hideous.
it may be hideous, but I've heard the fit and finish is incredible. There's a micarta one. The micarta one looks way better, Tom. Go to the micarta one.
Is there a
Carbon
double?
fiber shit looks like.
Real quick, Alex, for our viewers, you picked this out as a less expensive option. There we go. $400.
Well, so this kind of ties. This ties in. No. But I did this on purpose because this ties into exactly what I was saying. This is a Riot. It's $400. A Shiro is $600. What are you gonna buy?
Yep.
I mean, if I have it, I'm not.
You get where I'm going with this
That
one.
looks like a Gerber, so no, it wouldn't be that. I couldn't. That looks like that. That looks like if you took a Riot and put it through a Sega Genesis. So pixelated looking and shit and squaring off.
Side, I like the way that side looks when it's closed. That looks cool.
Look at that clip, man.
I know.
Whoa.
But that is a pretty typical Tashi design. Tashi always has,
Very angular.
yeah, like big fat blade with like that sharp, short profile flipper tab.
Ooh, that clip
and
or that tip looks like it's almost out of that.
it does. It does.
Oh, the Shabazz, Tom. Come on.
I've never actually played with one of these, but a few people have told me that they're incredible.
Oh,
in
the
fitness.
satin! Holy shit!
And look how the carbon, or I'm sorry, the
Inlays.
micarta and the titanium, from what I hear, almost feel like one piece. Like the knife is finished so well. But I really wish that he didn't do like that swedge up at the top to make it look.
That's not a swedge. This is just a dagger.
Well, I know, but it's not even sharpened, so it's a swedge.
It's a false edge, not a swedge. Right?
I think it's kind of a swedge, but it is.
Where does the swedge end and the false edge begin? Oh,
See,
Phil, question for listening. Think about that tonight.
And again, we have the same issue that I said earlier with the Rask, where that edge just terminates here and you're left with nothing behind it.
Right.
I hate that.
I actually don't like that either.
That's Gerber
But
shit.
You could always go in with a Dremel and add a little sharpening oil. I see a few people do that on knives.
Yeah, but not on a $400 knife.
Not that you should have to, but
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Like they should at least have a proper plunge. It looks like they're just like, yeah, that's good.
That plunge is terrible, bro. But the handle is where I think this knife really shines.
Yes.
Handle is freaking awesome. The blade sucks, but the handle is awesome.
The inlays are beautiful.
Yeah, they're
So
really
it's
nicely done.
the blue face, basically.
The flipper design's pretty cool. That lanyard hole, the lanyard, whatever you call that, that's
Thing.
bullshit. Like, who's gonna be able to fit anything in there?
Yeah.
And you know the knife is it two pieces
Yeah. It
or
is.
in
Dude, that's not an integral, is it?
Nope. There's a seam.
there you can see the seam, because I was gonna say if that's an integral, you can't even put a fucking lanyard in there. There's no way.
That's cool.
But it's kind of interesting.
It's definitely it has a lot of personality.
Us.
Is that
How
what you
much-
say? That's what you say about ugly girls.
Exactly.
She's got a great personality.
If this knife was a chick, it would have really nice personality.
Bless it's hard.
The less it's hard. Exactly. Thank you, BJ. That is that's a yeah. That's
Yeah. That's
If
one of them,
I-
dude.
if my face was a knife, that's what it would look like. There.
All right, let's go to the next knife.
Okay.
The next one.
The Alex second budget option.
Next about the next one, but there's one that I wanted to actually mention was the Spyderco Amalgam.
Spyderco trash.
There we go. That's more of the price range, right?
I guess.
75. Come on.
The Spyderco brow are stretched out.
I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and start kicking this one off, and I'll be right back because I gotta go check on my daughter real quick.
I don't like it.
Never had like it.
It looks like a turd.
Look at the flipper tab, and it's a compression lock.
Mm-hmm.
Enough said.
Yep.
Exactly.
You're gonna go to close it, and the big flipper tab's gonna wipe your finger, and then you gotta do a little shimmy shake.
When I got the
Yeah.
chance to visit Blade HQ last year, they're like, check out this Spyderco Sliver Axe, and they brought it out and handed it to me. And like, isn't it so good? And the fucking flipper tab whacked my finger every time. I'm like, yep, it's great. Take it back. Don't want it. And
Yeah.
I thought the
Look.
same thing. Every single compression lock flipper that comes out, cool idea, like in like theory, but God,
Spider needs to stop putting a compression lock, forcing a compression lock on every fucking knife.
I agree.
They force it. If you'd have made that a frame lock or a liner lock, I probably would have bought it.
dude, a button lock.
Yeah.
Or even a button. I don't know how they do button locks, but I mean, if it's a well done button lock, I don't really like button locks, but if it's done well,
You can still do the compression lock, but do it like the Smock did with the button.
eh,
It wouldn't whack your finger then.
yeah, but I guess because the flipper tab's high enough to do that. I guess they could.
Yeah, I've never liked this knife.
Well, they'd have to change the geometry of the flipper tab. That's the reason the Smock has that squared off flipper tab up top.
Yep.
Because you can't put a flipper tab here and have that same, you know what I mean, with
Right.
that compression stuff. If they did a traditional button lock, they could. But the butt, it's not really a button lock. It's a compression lock with a butt, because the way a plunge lock or a button lock works is very different than how a compression lock with a button works.
Right.
And you have this is a button lock. You can see right there. You see that cutout?
You say the cutout?
Yeah, you see the cutout? Let me see this. Can you see it?
Well, we can't see anything because I have the thing up on my screen, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, anyway, that's what wraps around and locks the plunge lock in when it's closed. You can do a flipper. So they would have to change the flipper. Like, they can do a flipper without it whacking your finger on a compression lock would be how they did it on the Smock, where it's way up above the pivot and it kind of comes down. Yeah, it's the amalgam. I don't know. It's a huge, ugly shape. It looks like a Brower, Spectacle Brower.
I hate it. But I actually like the Brower. Looks okay.
I had a Brower.
You liked it, didn't you?
It's pretty good. If the Brower was like a half-inch bigger overall, it would be a really good knife.
Yeah.
It's just because then it would be like about the same size as a native. It's a little bit smaller than a native, so it's a very good, well-designed knife. I like the design and the thought behind it, but it's just a hair too small.
So, while Alex is gone, I have a knife to bring up. Have you guys seen the Giant Mouse Sonoma?
No. Literally a dick.
No, it looks good. They already have it on Lamnia.
Says the guy who ordered a purple key.
Ooh, it's not on here anymore.
Hey, you're on Lamnia. I love that store.
Of course you do.
They have good deals on knives on that place.
Let me see here. I gotta try and find it.
Oh, we're going Giant Mouse now?
Yeah, I had one I wanted to bring up.
Okay. This should be interesting.
Giant Mouse.
There are some very, very... They have actually a huge fan following.
They do. Oh, you are absolutely correct.
That is the Sonoma. Whoops.
That's actually pretty cool. I like that knife.
So, where was
It looks
the other
like
one
the
where
108.
I think it looks like a ZT 04 or 50.
There you go. Could be. Yeah, that's
So,
close.
have you guys heard the rumors, or I guess, yeah, they're just rumors that Shiro is made in China?
Yes.
Heard it, yeah.
And
We had that rumor come out last podcast,
Yes.
actually, with them.
and how Giant Mouse just switched OEMs.
Did they really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Tell me that plunge grind isn't a dead ringer for a Shiro.
But you know what? A lot of people do that. Even Cherbakov does that too.
God, I saw that. I was like, Jesus, it looks just like a Shiro.
That does kind of look Shiro. I really don't think that the Shiro is manufactured in China.
I agree.
I don't think so. I mean, I know there's that rumor floating around out there, and if it was, it's the best Chinese manufacturer I've ever seen. Better than the Riot, better than anybody else. But
What I think
Quick question.
what I think they do is they pay a bunch of Chinese children to come up and work in Russia for them.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
Still,
That was a very nice knife, though.
I do. I like the design of this.
I do. I like it too. I like the pivot
design
ball.
because it looks like a raft and a Shiro.
But the thing that bothers me about this is when they unveiled the specs, they won't tell you the new OEM, and they won't tell you what HRC they're running this M390 at.
Because these used to be made in Italy, right?
Yes, but they were made by was it
Like
Fox?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
Fox
no,
was making it for them.
It was designed by Vox and by Enzo.
No.
Those are
I was saying that it was produced by Fox, like the knife company.
Yeah.
Vox.
Yeah.
And I'm really
Same
hoping they
with-
didn't just switch to another Italian OEM.
Well, it's probably in the same fucking city because they all like
Yeah, they're all
Probably
together.
same place.
I hope that they went to like Wii or Kaiser or somebody.
It's probably Lion Steel if they went to another OEM
Great.
in Italy.
Great.
Yeah,
There's 40 foul
if-
behind the edge.
If that's
I'm just saying. I'm
But-
just huh?
good looking. I will-
Mazarin.
You say Mazarin?
Mazarin.
Kaiser?
Mazarin's they're making a lot of good knives at a good price. That does kind of look like a Mazarin a little bit, but they have some pretty crazy, wild, uglyish kind of looking knives too. Mazarin.
Easy, uglyish. I like that. I like your verbiage.
Yes.
That looks to me.
I'm gonna say it looks like an 0470 or 0450.
Yeah, a little bit.
If you put a robo lock on that, it looks like a fucking. It looks like a Lion Steel.
Yeah.
I know.
The clip is kind of interesting, how they
Mhm.
have it all opened up.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate that they only use one screw in the clip. I think that makes it look good. The one thing that I'm always all about, I really like lock bar relief cutouts on the inside. If you guys watch my YouTube, like that's something I always talk about.
Hmm.
I think it makes the knife look smoother. And it makes it so it doesn't catch on when you slide the knife in your pocket, it doesn't catch on it. It drunken.
Heard. Yep. He was drunken.
I'm so
You know-
over that knife.
Oh man, talking about the drunken. So, I had tuned my drunken a little bit, but I stripped I didn't strip it, but I put marks on my pivot bolt. So I sold the fucking thing because Spyderco's like, oh, we won't be able to get you a screw. Like this is a Taiwan produced knife. Blah blah blah. Guess what shows up in the fucking mail out of nowhere? A fucking pivot screw for a drunken. 6 months after or 4 months after I sold it.
Jesus.
Back to it, man. Send it back.
So that means that somebody at Spyderco logged me in that I needed a pivot screw and sent it to me.
Yep.
After all this time. That's pretty wild, man. I was like, that's kind of impressive.
I'd probably send it back.
It's impressive that they sent it to you after 4 months, or it's impressive that they lied to your face.
Both.
Heard.
Did you guys hear about the rumors about Spyderco's new models coming out this year?
Yes.
What? No.
There's a so you know how there's the Spidey Chef and the Slish Buoy. So that same maker is collaborating with them with making yes, Tom already knows. The Swayback.
Stupid as fuck.
So a couple people actually said that they handled this knife at
USN show.
yeah, a couple of my buddies that went to USN said it's a thing, it's coming to life. There's a couple other things that were coming out too.
Take my money, Spyderco. I want that.
But
I
that
don't like it at all.
but I don't think that pole and the size of like the cutout is gonna fit a lot of people's finger.
What
That
what
looks way
what are
small.
the specs on?
They don't have specs on them yet. They're all just protos right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what purpose does that knife serve? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know, but I'm gonna buy a North Arms slip joint, and I think
Give
I'll get
give me
pretty much.
that knife right there, with a 3¼ inch blade in XHP, and I'll be happy.
But I
No,
bet you that knife is only like a 2 3/4 inch blade.
That's cool too. I don't care.
That's what I think it is. I think it's a small blade.
yes, it's a sway back. A sway back. That's a traditional pattern right there. Okay. What this is Spyderco doing what Spyderco does. Like, watch, we're gonna hit all the hot button words. Okay. Modern, traditional, but we're gonna make it a frame lock. It's a Marcin Sleesh design, right? It's gonna be, and it's a Warncliffe.
Yep.
It's all those hot button items. You know, and I guarantee you it'll be an M390 or XH.
Now, I used to be a Warncliffe kind of blade fan myself, but over time, and the more and more I'm using knives, and the more I carry them, honestly, if it doesn't have like a tip to like puncture a bag or a box, I really like. I'm starting to kind of get out of that whole fucking Warncliffe thing myself. Like, perfect example is my JG Scout, right? And JG has one of the coolest Warncliffe blades like on the market. It's such a nice looking Warncliffe for the Scout, and that's what everybody's buying up. And when I place my order, I'm like, you know what? Probably a better idea if I end up wanting to use this thing that I put a tip on it. I just think a tip is a lot more useful.
Yeah.
Just the tip, man. It's all about the tip.
Now the Techno is kind of like a good hybrid of the two. I think the Techno is kind of a good idea. Although it's fucking thick as shit, it's still got relatively a tip that'll puncture.
It's so thick.
It is thick. It's
Oh my
fucking super thick. But that is one of the Spydercos I decided I was going to keep. Now, whether the Spyderco Techno 1 or the Spyderco Techno 2, which one's a better knife, I kind of think I have the Techno 2, but I think the Techno 1 is better myself.
I want this way back. I know BJ's on the same train of thought I am. That thing's sexy as fuck.
What do you think, BJ?
I like the looks of it. I really do. I think
Do they-
it'll be a nice one.
Do they have a picture of it? So click on the picture of it folded, Tom.
Here's my thoughts. It'll be way more expensive than I'll be willing to pay for it, probably.
And not because you can't afford it, but because you don't think it's worth that amount of money, right?
That fucking thing right there is gonna be hot out the ass, and they're gonna charge out the ass.
Shabazz is gonna fucking hype this thing up. I guarantee it.
I think if it's 300 or less, I think that we'll be getting a pretty good deal on it.
Fuck you.
No kidding.
But
That's $150 knife. It's made in Taiwan. They get paid $2 an hour.
so let's just say the knife cuts well, performs well. It's titanium, all that stuff. Look at how much space you have to put your finger in there to deploy it. I think that's going to be a problem.
See, this is the custom though. I would be willing to bet Spyderco is going to champ for that down a little bit. You know what I
No,
mean?
but
It's a prototype.
That's the actual custom though.
You mean the one made by Marcin for Spyderco to model after? Maybe.
This was back in 2014.
Yeah, by the way, this knife has been in the works for a long time.
Yes. I've been drooling over this one for a year and a half.
I thought the Sleesh knives from Spyderco are based off Marcin's customs, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know the Bowie was. I think the Techno was. I don't know about the Spidey Chef.
The Techno is based off the mouse from him.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know if the Spidey Chef was based off anything. I know the Bowie and the Techno were.
So I actually have a really nice custom knife show coming up, and he's going to be there. And it's actually on a Saturday. I'm supposed to work, but I already told my boss I'm going. And my boss is like, I'm going too, actually. So we're like only one employee on a Saturday. It's fucking great. So, but
What are we gonna stay here?
I'm literally gonna walk into the show, run over to his table, and buy something. Is the plan.
There you go.
One of his customs. He's gonna be there. So that's literally the only thing I'm going to the show for. Because I'm only gonna have, after all the money I've spent, I'm only going to be able to afford one knife. And if I go for a Marcin, it's probably going to be expensive. I guarantee it.
Definitely, yeah, yeah.
But
What the fuck is that thing?
I'm going to say the top one was better.
Yes, I agree. I like the top.
What is?
This
It's
is
that he wants to
Brian.
regrind.
Yeah, Brian is buying a Myrtle and he's gonna regrind it.
That's what I thought it was, a myrtle. Just like it went through like somebody beat it with an ugly stick.
While he's at it, he should chamfer the lock, like where the access to the lock bar is too.
Yeah.
Just give it a little bit
So
more.
this first one, he actually took his time and reground. This one fell through the dishwasher.
Yeah.
You know what he should do while he's regrinding it? What he should do is just grind the whole blade off and then just throw it in the trash. That's what he should do. Yeah, because that handle looks atrocious.
So I
That handle literally looks like a turd. Like, it looks like a hard shit is what it looks like.
So
Ooh.
I got two more knives, guys.
Okay.
Are they still budget knives?
One of them expensive and one of them really cheap. Well, one of them kind of expensive, $385. So this is a new Leon Ma knife.
Leon Ma.
So go to Blade HQ and yes, you already know,
I do.
Tom.
I looked at all the pictures earlier.
So that's a cool knife. Very cool.
I like it.
I think Leon Ma did a really good job with this knife.
I agree.
Shit, 415. Oh, the Mike Carter one's 385.
This is my Carta.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Oh, Knife Center has them cheaper then.
Really?
Yeah, Knife Center's got it for 385.
Can we stop making every single knife with a finger choil, please?
I'm not going to disagree with you there, Steve.
Is it necessary for every fucking knife to have? When you have a flipper with a front finger choil, it is unbelievably uncomfortable to hammer grip that thing with that flipper tab.
So here's the thing, Steve. I don't think this is a front finger choil. I think that's a sharpening choil.
That's the worst sharpening choil ever.
It's fucking
Yep.
humongous. But if you look at it, it's not really designed. It doesn't look to me like it's designed to be. Now that clip's fucking awesome.
I agree. That's badass.
But if you look at the choil, I don't think it's designed to put a finger in there because look, the edge comes right to it. It's not even rounded to fit a finger in there. I think that's just a really massive fucking sharpening choil.
It's like that hard to hit the plunge grind, huh? He's just like, I'm just going to take this big old chunk right here.
What a fucking cool pivot too.
It is. It is. And
Damn.
again, I'm assuming this is manufactured by Rio.
It is.
And you can tell how smooth the micarta, the titanium is. That's really nice fucking work. But I agree with Steve 100%. What the fuck is that big old fucking choil doing in there?
Have
He took a lot of the blade off the knife, right?
Have you
It's a
guys
small-
seen the video of Leon opening and closing this?
No.
So you can flip it, and then it's got a nail nick like the old Zulu traditional pattern.
Right?
So you can actually put your thumb there and slow roll that open. The D10 is tuned for both, which is really cool.
But why though?
Because
It
it's the
doesn't
traditional
make sense.
feel.
Traditional feel on a 450.
Yep.
Then get rid of the fucking flipper tab then.
I know.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too, man. You got a flipper frame lock with a nail nick. That makes like 0 sense.
It's too much, bro. It's way too much.
Their scientists were too caught up with whether they could, and they didn't ask if they should.
This is where I'm gonna say that, like, less is more. You know what I'm saying?
Paul says
Like-
if it doesn't have the Teletubby flipper, get it the fuck out of here.
I love Paul. He's awesome.
Especially with this design. This is like a real classic, slim,
Right.
gentleman carry like knife. And then you just got all this shit going on, which I don't, with the flipper and the nail nick and the double.
It's just too much. It's just too much. And another listener that's loyal to us, big shout out to A. Kalishnikov. I
Yes.
just wanted to put his name out
He
there.
won my giveaway.
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
I couldn't have picked a better dude to win that.
Yeah, that guy's freaking awesome.
I couldn't. Me.
Fuck you, Steve. You didn't even enter.
I didn't?
You twat.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I didn't enter because I think that other people, like, I already have enough knives.
Yep.
And enough. Like, I want people who, like, really, like, want more shit or need more shit to, like, get into it, you know? But I was there, Tom. I was, I was paying attention.
Or you could be like BJ and win Woodland Tacticals.
Win it all!
He won Woodland Tacticals giveaway, so he got my giveaway.
Wow. Nice.
Anyone patties. Anyone a giveaway on patties.
Yep.
I won one from Zach and two from
Jody.
Big Red.
So, damn, dude, like, freaking Blade HQ is $30 more expensive than freaking Knife Center.
Yep.
Wow.
This is HQ sucks fucking donkey dick. That's why.
I got a knife to look at.
All right.
Hold up.
Fuck Blade HQ.
I like GP knives.
Oh, yes. Hey, this is Tyler from GP Knives.
They're so.
DLT trading. DLT trading.
I like DLT as well.
DLT's my number one, but
DLT trading is my number one go-to.
DLT's my number one, and I only buy other places if I go. So I actually been buying like directly from makers, which is the only reason why I haven't been buying as much from DLT. But when I go production stuff, I go with DLT. So you like that, Tom?
That's fucking
Is
hot.
Is that a Z Hunter?
No. That's fucking sweet.
So, dude, they've been rehashing this fucking knife forever. This is the ProTech.
The S&G.
Yeah.
Strider? Yeah.
You know, and every fucking GX, they freaking, or USN, G, whatever, they freaking, like, make a green one every year. Every single year.
I dig this one, though. So they did this one in the S&G. They did the Emerson CQC 7. This one was kind of cool, too.
You guys see the freaking, the other Emerson that came out? It was like a pure Emerson for USN.
Mm-mm.
That one's on Knife Center. So I want to pull that one up too.
This
That
is an
one-
abomination, though.
Yeah, this
The
is
PT
ugly.
is terrible.
Go back to Knife Center. Check this one.
This is abomination.
So, and then put Emerson USN. Let's see if it comes up. So yeah, that first one right there for $1,000.
What the fuck?
Dude, look at this thing. So apparently, if you read it, it's a hand ground blade. You guys click on that picture and you tell me if that looks like a hand ground blade, because I don't see anything
It
hand
looks
ground.
exactly like their production shit.
Exactly. And it's got rich light, just like their production knives. It's just green. Like, Ernie's trying to scam us right there, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, Ernie.
You fucking fucking Ernie.
That,
Look at that bucket clip.
look at where that clip is located. It's like, oh, dude.
They stuck it in the middle of the.
What's with the Phillips screws, man?
Oh my God! They stuck it in the middle. That's
And-
like the craziest. I've never seen that.
I love the green. Like the green is like a cool green.
Bro,
You know,
can we-
it goes good with the rich light. But dude, the knife is just a joke, man. And
it
listen, the
literally-
price is like $10.50, man. That is exactly what I paid for my JG Custom Scout.
That literally looks like they photoshopped the clip on it. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
Brian says he sent us the ultimate Strider. Oh God.
Oh my god.
What is that?
What in
Um,
the
Oh, I know what those are. Those are the Death of All Things scales for it. For that mini grip.
Is that what that is? Because that looks like a Strider with a mini grip and
Yep, he makes Death of All Things makes those scales in that shape for the grip and mini grip.
I have never seen that, and I wish I could unsee it.
They're ugly.
I bet they work good though. It looks like it's
Probably. Back to this though.
That
But-
is fucking awesome. That is the craziest. That is unreal.
funny. The clip is so funny. Like that is the funniest part of the whole night.
Like it was ridiculous to begin with, and then you slap that clip right there. Like, look, it almost looks like look where the screw. It's almost like they're boring on top of another screw.
I know.
It is.
The body screw versus like that corner, like that right hand corner.
And it's not like there's no room for the
There's
clip.
so
where-
much room. There's all this room.
They could have put it right here.
Anywhere. Don't tip down
They
anywhere.
could even use that clip up at the top for the scale as the center screw for the clip,
Yes.
right? Just
Yes.
use a screw.
So awesome. That's so awesome.
Dude, that is so. When I saw that, so on this picture right here, the knife looks pretty good. Like on the front side,
You know
I
what
think
that looks
pretty
exactly
cool
like? That looks like a cold steel fin roll.
it does.
Okay,
kinda
so
Thing scanning.
So at these shows, these big companies like Knife Center, Blade HQ, you know, they have to have buyers that go out and buy this kind of stuff from these tables at the shows, right? Do you ever think that
so-
when they get back to the store and they like the people who own the place see what they bought, they're like, "What the fuck is this?" I feel like this is one of those knives.
It could definitely be, but that's exactly what happened. That's how they get these.
Yeah.
Is they pretty much say they walk around the show, and keep in mind, the knife stores usually get the last of the shit.
Yeah.
Like the prime stuff gets bought up by people who run into the show right away and snag everything up with a bunch of cash, and then
Yeah.
once it's over, the stores usually will go like, go around and see what's left and see if there's anything cool to pick up. And sometimes these Knife Center or Blade HQ, sometimes they pick up some cool stuff. But this is not one of them. Like, dude, this knife.
Read that
And-
highlighted section real quick.
So if anyone ever says, man, this knife wouldn't even cut butter, you can smile and offer, here, let me get that for you. That is fucking awesome. And what's the best for me?
He's right.
Someone
knife
did.
cut someone out of the seatbelt in a car wreck. It is, after all, an Emerson. The best part for me, the funniest part of the whole paragraph, Tom, is the part where it says custom hand ground. That is the funniest part for me. Because that is definitely not a fucking hand ground knife.
Here's another thing that I love. Never again will you frighten other diners out of the restaurant or have your waiter recoiling in fear while calling 911. Yes, you will. You're pulling out a fucking neon green steak knife out of your pocket. Look at that.
And that is not a fucking steak.
Look at it. Look, Emerson. Look at your shame right now.
You know when you have like a puppy and you like hold their face like in front of their poop to make them, look what they did?
Yeah.
Like when they poop in the house? That's what we need to do to Emerson.
I mean, come on. Come on. Come on.
What in the actual fuck, man? That is so awesome. That is wow. Yes, I want that. $1,000.
That was fun.
That's I want everyone to look at that knife, and I want you to understand. I own Emerson knives. Okay, I dig them, but that is Ernie Emerson telling you, the entire knife consuming community, how fucking stupid he thinks we all are. That's what that is. That is literally, with that quote, after all, it is an Emerson. That this right here
No,
is the
that's from Knife Center, man. That's Knife Center that's putting that bullshit there.
This is the most flagrant statement of arrogance I think I've ever seen a knife maker make. This is the biggest fuck you ever. I'm going to make a neon green Puko, bowling Puko, and I'm going to stick a deep carry. Y'all want deep carry? Nah, bro. Middle carry. Boom. Punch this grip. Fill up the knife.
Super shallow.
And tell everyone to pull it out at a high-end steakhouse. Wow.
No, but that's not Emerson. Emerson didn't make that fucking paragraph, dude. That's Knife Center.
He's allowing it to be put on his knife.
He probably doesn't even know that freaking paragraph exists.
I know about every review that was ever written about me, positive and negative, so.
Dude, the Emerson Carnivore is a purpose-driven design. Its purpose to slice your steak with ease into perfect bite-sized morsels, not to crush or tear, crush, and destroy a prime Wagyu dinner with a dull tin knife made in China.
Why does it have a Scandi grind then?
I know.
Thank you.
All right, last one, guys. Last one before we go to the main topic. You could stay on Knife Center. And you know what, Tom? Actually, you can even Google it. I just put a Victorinox Swiss Army knife. I thought we should talk about Swiss Army knives today.
That's my new favorite brand. Hold on a second. I've been trying to sell BJ on one. I have been carrying this thing every single day since I got it.
Which version did you get?
I'm pretty sure this is called the Cadet.
The Cadet? Yeah, the Cadet is.
I'm pretty sure.
I have a Tinker. I really like it.
I have
a Swiss Champ.
I have popped so many beer tabs with this. I used this screwdriver and took apart an ice machine. I have done a lot of stuff with this little thing, dude.
So have you guys all owned a Swiss Army knife?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see what they got. They have so many fucking models. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I had no idea they had so many models.
I really can't pick one. Because what I think is cool about this knife is, depending on how compact or how intricate of a knife you want, they have a tool set for pretty much anybody. Now, I'm not going to tell you you're going to go out and get one of these and it's going to replace like a toolbox you can get from Craftsman. But it is a pretty cool little like thing to have in your pocket. It comes, you look at the Swiss Champs. You can get a straw. It's got a freaking. I mean, I think some of them even have a flashlight.
Yep. Some of them have a watch built into them.
Right. They have watches. They have. I mean, and you can get something even, let's say, as simple as just a bigger blade with like just a couple tools. If you want like an actual pocket knife, look at that one.
Damn.
I mean, that's expensive though. $425.
How much does it weigh?
$25.
You got like a MacGyver set right there.
83 tools.
12.4 ounces.
Yep. Carrying 3/4 of a pound in your pocket.
Yeah,
That's a great.
that is a lot of shit. I think that's a little bit of an overkill, Tom.
No.
Anything is worth over.
It's got a fucking barometer and altimeter in it.
It does.
Here's what I love about these kind of tools, though, is they like look at digital watch 12-hour time, digital watch 24 hours. So you mean I can press a button and it counts the time different? That's two separate tools.
Yeah.
I hate how they do that. Paul says this is the Nut and Fancy special.
Yes.
They're so cool, though. I like a lot of their stuff. My favorites are...
You know, straight up like Steve said, the Cadet is actually a really, really good one.
Excellent.
Like a lot of people, right? Like the first knife you ever get is like a Swiss Army knife from your grandpa. That's the first knife I ever had. But they're very tiny. I had no idea they made, like, this is like I was showing BJ, this is almost exact, this is just a hair smaller than a GEC 15.
Right.
Which is like perfect. You know what I mean? This thing, I'm telling you, I haven't carried any of my traditional knives in the last month since I got this.
So that Warthog pattern you're showing off right now,
That's my favorite.
that's the one I have with a Swiss champ.
Oh, badass.
It's got all the tools that you can think of. It's still moderately compact, but it's like Steve said, you know, like this thing is, and you can have as many or as little tools as you want. Like you don't have to get like a big, thick, heavy one. And look, $26,
I
dude.
know.
So like, for you guys who are knife beginners, or let's say you're not a knife guy, but you need a pocket knife for stuff you do at work, that might work out actually pretty good. You know, you can have little scissors, little bullshit, whatever you need. You can kind of pick the way you want.
Here's the thing that I want to tell people, because what really surprised me about this little Swiss Army knife is how solidly built it is.
I know.
Like all the knives and all the tools on mine have no play at all. The back spring on them is incredibly strong, and the top, like, there's no side to side, there's no wiggle, there's no play, there's nothing. Like they're legitimately built well. Like they're not. You think for $26 or $30, you know, it's gonna be a shitty janky kind of little thing. It's not. Like I said, I took apart a commercial ice machine with it a couple weeks ago using the screwdriver attachment. So it's like you can torque on these things and genuinely use them. You know, it's not going to just fall apart if you do put some work on it.
Right. So I thought, like, you know, I'd bring this up for all the viewers because, in all honesty, even if you're a knife collector, I think everyone should have one of these. You know, it's going to be useful, and the best part about it is if you do decide to take a knife to work, where like you don't want to scare the shit out of people, dude, this knife is going to be a perfect option. That is not going to scare anybody.
Everyone knows what a Swiss Army knife is. You know, like no one's going to look at it twice.
If anything, they're going to think you're a Boy Scout, not an axe murderer.
Exactly. No one's going to look at it twice.
So even if you got a big old cool collectible knife at the house, you know, I recommend you guys give one of these a whirl. I think they're freaking awesome.
So Brian asked, he goes, "What's the tool with the hole in it?" And I said, it's the awl for leather. And he says, "Please tell me all about it." And at the same time, Paul goes, "God damn it!" I go, "Leave," and Paul gives him the band hammer.
To every traditional knife maker and Swiss Army knife, can you stop putting that fucking wall on your knives? Just put something else. Nobody uses it. Nope, nobody since the days of trappers with fucking hides does anyone fucking use an awl. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the tip of that knife and I'm gonna punch a hole through it and pull it through. I'm not gonna use a fucking awl. Stop it.
Get some help.
Stop it, Swiss.
All right, you guys ready for the main topic?
I am.
Fucking balls.
This is actually a fun episode. I like this one. We're doing good, guys.
Thanks for the encouragement, buddy.
Yeah, we're doing good today. It's less of a clusterfuck than usual.
I dig it.
Always a cluster.
So, Tom,
Yes.
let's get into the main topic today. You picked it out.
Yes, the main topic for today was knife maintenance and what you guys do to maintain your knives. Whether that be, I feel like we should attack it like two different ways. One with sharpening, and then two like disassembling your knives.
Sharpening.
I got river rocks and I spit in the pivot to keep them loose.
That's exactly how I figured you did. That's some real Georgia shit right there. Something I'd expect from BJ though down in Virginia. That's closer to what I would expect from him.
WD-40 and the air compressor, bud.
They can't spit in the pivot in Virginia because they all got big old lips of dip, and that tobacco gets all in the pivot and shit.
Yeah. WD-40 and the air compressor.
Copenhagen. Huh?
So what do you guys like? What's your sharpening? I guess I keep calling it a schedule, but like what do you guys do when your knife starts to get dull? Like what's your go-to?
So this is like the first episode. I'm gonna just jump in right here because I don't have much to talk about.
I was gonna say, Alex, I'd be very interested in hearing what you had to say for this.
So when my knife gets dull, the first thing I do is I go for white compound and green compound. I strop it. And then after I strop them on both sides about 10 to 15 passes, then I go ahead and just go and clean it up with some leather, just some straight leather. And if that doesn't work, then obviously I'm going to have to pull out the KME. But I think you can usually strop the knife quite a few times before you have to go to sharpening.
Alex goes, if I can't get it on the straps, I sell it.
Gone. Sold.
One goal, Shiro, perfect in condition.
I have all of you guys now. I can just, if I need some intricate shit, I'm just gonna send it to one of you guys.
Yeah.
So like the Norseman, because I do plan to use that. When that shit gets dull, I'm gonna have to send it to one of you guys. Tom's a guy for that though, because Tom does the guided sharpening system. I don't think you can sharpen a Norseman on the guided.
Bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
I ain't gonna do it for you though.
It's gonna be two different angles. How are you gonna do it on a
You do them as two separate edges.
Yeah, you treat them like two separate edges. Yeah.
I wouldn't do it though. You can send that to somebody else, buddy. I'm not sharpening that horse dick.
Steve will fucking handle it like a man.
I will.
He will love to sharpen that, or Gerald.
I will sharpen that thing, and I will wiggle hairs with it on Instagram and say "fuck you" to Tom the whole time on it.
That's fine. I think BJ still got my recurve stones for the KME when I sold that to him.
Yeah, I got a jewel stick.
Yep.
Oh, BJ can do it too. Then BJ got those curve stones.
Those are nice.
Give you that sexy mirror.
So that's all you do, Alex, huh?
That's pretty much all. Oh, well, as far as taking it apart, maintaining, that I'm up to par with everybody else.
Okay.
Taking the knife apart, I use all Weehaw bits.
Yep.
I have two separate sets, so I have two of the same size of every screw bit that I need, all the way from 6 or T6 all the way to T20, which I don't even need. And a lot of times, like when I polish washers and things like that, I use a strop. I use the green compound for the washers to polish them back up. I have like everything from KPL to nano oil to freaking, I have all the lubes you can think of.
So if you have all of them, do you feel like any one works better than the other?
No, absolutely not. Although I will say KPL smells nice.
It does. It does. It's got a cool smell.
It's got like a fruity smell, so that's kind of nice. KPL works really good. I think, honestly, I hate to be like one of those Shabazz people, but nano oil is pretty freaking good, man. I've had really good results with nano oil. For anti-rusting, I use Frog Lube, and I also use, what's that product that Jim Skeleton sells? The EDC?
EDCI?
EDCI? Yeah, that stuff. So everybody swears by it. It
You
seems to work
There
for me.
you go. We're back again.
Welcome back, Steve.
Hey.
So
Hey, buddy.
for any kind of corrosion resistance, frog lube for any kind of like long-term storage, kind of rust protection, because I like the thick kind of like pastiness to it. I think it coats really well. And then for the pivot, I like KPF or nano oil. And then if I'm cleaning titanium or cleaning, anything, I like rubbing alcohol. That's been like my go-to cleaner. And I also have like some CLP break-free kind of cleaners and stuff like that I use usually on my guns, but that work good on knives too. I will say that Hops #9 oil, if you guys don't want to buy expensive, like crazy shit, Hops #9 works pretty damn good too. So,
Most gun oils and automotive oils work really well on those.
yeah, I really do.
Point blank.
What about you,
I
Steve?
used gun oil for a long time.
It doesn't matter that much. I use fishing reel oil all the time on my knives.
Oh yeah, I have that. What's that stuff that's pretty popular for fishing reel oil?
Dan oil?
Dial.
Daiwa.
Daiwa. That's the one.
Yep.
That one works really good, but it didn't work for me well on all knives. It worked on certain ones.
I've got Lucas Oil makes a fishing reel oil,
Yeah.
and that's like real lightweight. I have KPL and I've run KPL. I'm running KPL in this Super Freak after I took it apart. It's my first knife I've tried it with. I don't see any difference between the two.
I think KPL's a little thicker though, isn't it?
Not the actual like oil is about the same. The heavy stuff is different.
The heavy is the shit.
Yeah.
I
I
picked up
dig it.
But then it depends if you're like running on bearings or if you're running on washers,
right.
what kind of shit you want to use, right? Like
Right.
like Sabenzas are usually ran with grease. I don't run my Sabenza on grease actually. I
Really?
run my Sabenza on oil. I do.
I tried running my small Sabenza on oil, and I got all sorts of horrible lock stick. For some reason, I could not keep the lock bar from pushing the oil onto the lock face.
I didn't have any problems with mine. The only thing I notice is if the knife sits in storage for an extended amount of time, it needs to be re-oiled again
Yeah.
with the Sabenza. But that was the exception. I mean, honestly, I think like the nice light fluid is good for bearing. The heavier stuff is going to be better for washers. That's kind of what I've been experiencing anyways.
I think a lot of guys are finding out the opposite.
Yeah, I throw grease on bearings. I don't own that many bearings, but I'll throw grease on bearings.
But then you lose that drop shutty, because it's lighter.
Really? Drop shutty?
Shutty.
The
Yeah.
drop See, God, the drop shutty. You will still get a drop. Or you really like Shiro's hydraulic close, right?
I actually prefer less drop shutty, just like you're describing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the grease I use a bicycle grease at a bicycle shop. They have these high performance greases.
For the
Throw
chain,
some of that. Huh?
like for the chains, right?
Yeah, for the chains and shit. Yeah, so it's like super waterproof. It's not gonna. I throw that in once with bearings, and you don't get this action. You get that slower kind of thing going. I don't like when things drop. Me, I'm the minority. I hate when things drop shut because I don't like it. It's annoying. I like when I can close things more control. So I like grease on bearings, but I don't own that many bearing knives. This is probably the only knife I own right now with bearings.
Well, to be truthful, Steve, I think what you're describing is what I like better too. I think when knives are dropped on a fucking stop pin at like full speed, it's not. I can't say it's gonna be, it's gonna like affect the knife that much, but I can say at the same time it can't be good for the knife, right?
It just slams.
Oh, I don't think
It's
it. I don't think it matters because when you
endorsement I've
open,
ever handled does that.
when you open, you whack the stop pin, same as if you close it.
But that can't be good for it either, right?
I was just gonna say, you ever watch everybody on Instagram? Every time they go to sell a knife, they do this. They load up, boom, and they flick the knife as fucking hard as humanly
Right.
possible. Every time they're like, pow!
Right.
I do not understand that at all. I don't. I mean, I don't know if it affects the. I mean, like you said, it can't be good. I don't think it's bad, but it can't be good when you're slamming that in there. Bam, bam, bam.
Right. That's my point of it. Oh, look at Tom there. He's fucking slapping that shit on the top end.
Hey, Benchmade has a good warranty. Keep doing it.
The one time I was doing that with my Anthem, and I got my hand in between it.
Oh, even better.
That one
That's
hurt.
what you did.
That one hurt.
I know Gerald's got like his own like Zen process. I want to hear what Gerald
My own process for what?
for maintaining your knife. I know
Oh,
you don't
it's-
take them
it's-
apart that much.
It's way less glorious than you think it is.
But that's the magic of it all, Gerald. Like
I
people
re-
think you have to like have you seen where people have to buy a brand new knife? They're taking that shit apart already, right? And then they're fucking putting all these fucking oils and everything when the knife is brand fucking new already. Like it doesn't need to even go there, right? So I want to hear what the master has to say.
Paul says he just sends them back to the people he borrowed them from.
Dude, when it comes to taking stuff apart, it's rare that I take something apart. I've probably taken 2 knives apart this year, all year.
Yeah.
As far as oil and stuff, if it has any kind of washers, I run that shit dry.
What?
Oh,
I don't put anything on it.
there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from the master himself. Hashtag no lube. Hashtag
Hashtag going in dry.
going in dry.
What the
No
hell?
spit.
Dude, look, in the past when I put oil on stuff, even if you're careful, sometimes that shit gets on spots you don't want it to be on.
But you know what? Gerald's right though, because a lot of custom knife makers, especially bearing building custom knife makers, actually say that running it dry a lot of times is better.
Especially ceramic bearings. Ceramic bearings are self-lubricating.
Right.
Teflon is self-lubricating. There's no
Yep.
need. Like, my hinderers, I use no lube. I don't take knives apart though that often. Like that's my New Year's resolution. I'm just gonna buy Medfirst from now on, and then they come perfect, so I don't have to fucking open them up ever. So there you go. There's my new New Year's resolution. I'm only gonna buy Medfirst. That's it. I can't take them apart. Fuck it. Yeah, you don't need the. I don't think you need the. I mean, usually I blow shit out with compressed air, and I might like if shit gets like really, you can feel it like gum up in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll blow it out with some air, and then I might put a drop of oil and blow it with a can of air, just kind of push it in there. Hell, if I don't have a can of air, I'll just blow it like that with my with my mouth, trying to blow it. You know, I hate taking knives apart, man. There's little pieces everywhere, and it never lines up right. I'm good.
There's people out there that think the first thing they need to do when they get a knife straight from the box, from the factory, take that shit apart. I need to tune it. I need to lube it. I need to do all this stuff to it. And I tell people, leave the knife alone, guys. Just freaking leave it alone.
You can't. You're not tuning shit if it's straight from the factory. It hasn't even broken in yet.
Yep.
There's not parts that need to wear, and you know what I mean. Like if you take a knife from a factory and you go and use it for a month or so, if you take it apart, then you'll see all this black shit, right, from all the parts wearing and metal and stuff like that. You can't take some shit out the box
Right.
and act like you're gonna do. It's not even done. It hasn't broke. You know, it's like an engine, right? You drive an engine, right? You change the oil after the first 2,000 miles, right? Because everything's got to break in. The piston's got to kind of find their groove and all that shit. That's just Shabazz. That's everyone sees Shabazz do it, so they think they need to go and rip the knife down. I don't get it.
It's like when Shabazz got that Olamic busker. There's this video that he did when he got a Olamic busker within the first week he had it, he did a disassembly video on it, and I saw like on the bottom comments like freaking one of the guys from Olamic is like, dude, you already took that shit apart? Like, what are you doing?
Why? Like, why?
Fine, just leave it alone, man. Just wait, at least till it gets gunked up or something, you know?
Yep.
When I was at Blade Show, I bought that Hinder, that XM18, and I was at Blade Show for 3 days. Okay, I really didn't pull my knife out at all. Right, I pulled that knife out to show people. If someone asked me what I got, I barely pulled that thing out, and I handed it to Vinny. We were out eating, and right when I went to flick it, it went. And then he said, "I'm like, that's weird." And I handed it to him, and he's like. They come standard with the bearings on them, so I don't know what had gotten in the pivot, but it had jammed up the bearings. Man, I dumped water in it, from my glass at the table, and blew it out, and it kind of loosened it up, and then that was the end of that.
Have you seen how? Did you see the video on how Medford recommends taking care of their knives, cleaning them out?
Yeah, soap and water.
WD-40, bro. Just crap out of it with WD-40. Work the pivot out like back and forth, and then after that, just freaking wash it out, wipe it off, and you're good to go.
He didn't even spray the WD-40 in the pivot. He just washed it with soap and water, right? Dried it off. He sprayed the WD-40 on the blade, but I guess he uses on the the actual pivot. He uses some kind of a heavy-duty marine grease that isn't going to go nowhere. Yeah, man. Then he just blew it out with some compressed air, and that was the end of that. Throw some WD-40 on the inside. You're good to go, man.
That's
People
it.
make too big of a deal about it. I don't know.
I don't know. It's funny. I was gonna say the same thing. Heavy duty cleaning for me means I run the compressor, I spray WD-40 in the pivot, and I blow it out 2 or 3 times, and I call that shit good.
Yes.
It works. I do it.
See,
Yeah.
I might be the only one here. I love disassembling my knives, but I don't do it on a monthly basis, just when it absolutely needs it, or if there's something fucked up in there.
Well,
No,
yeah, messed up, maybe.
Yeah.
BJ needs to be out of this conversation because BJ knows nothing of cleaning knives. I bought a knife from BJ, a 22 traditional, and that thing had been in his coin pocket for 74 years because I remember I went to open it and there was some lint, so I went to blow it out and this dust came out. So I have it's a dry lube. It's from the auto parts store. It's some nano whatever. It's a dry lube. And I don't use frog lube. I've never had frog lube, but this is like a dry lube. So usually when I have a traditional knife that gets gunked up, I'll spray that shit in there. It's kind of it acts like WD-40. It cleans, right? But it's a lube.
Silicone.
Man, I sprayed that inside that 22. Man, I had a paper towel down. It looked like I fucking shit myself. There was all black, brown shit. I don't know what it was. I'm laughing my ass off with a beer, and I'm like, what did he do to this thing? Spraying the inside of it, came flushing out. I was like, there we go. Get all that BJ off here real quick. There we go.
Tree sap.
I don't know what it was in that thing, man. I think it was all this brown stuff came out. I was like, that's how you know this thing's been sitting in his pocket for fucking 2 years. I was dying laughing. I just sprayed it to get the lint because I couldn't get it. It's a tiny little knife. It's this big. And I couldn't, with my fingers, I couldn't get the lint out from my pocket. So I was like, I'll spray it out. Boom, sharp. It looked like you sharded yourself. Bam! All this shit came flying out. I was like, all right, it's clean now. At the extent of my cleaning, I'll spray it with WD-40 or lube shit.
What do you?
I'm not.
What do you do, Steve, for sharpening though?
Huh?
What do you do for sharpening? When you notice your knife start to get a little bit dull, what do you do? I don't wait till a knife gets dull. I will. That's why I was excited when you showed me by happenstance. The
really.
16 micron.
Yeah, I will sharpen a knife and then I'll carry it, and then when I come home, whatever knife I grab out of my drawer, if it's the same knife, I'll just run it over the strop 10 times or so, feel the edge, and then that's it. and I'll do that until it needs to be sharpened. Like I don't care if I put chips in the edge. I'll still rock that shit until I really dull the whole edge. Like sometimes I fuck edges up. I actually fuck edges up a lot at the post office because I have bubble wrap when I'm shipping shit to people,
Mm-hmm.
and I just drag the knife when I cut the bubble wrap across the hard Korean table.
Oh.
And that usually fucks up whatever I touch with it. So then so then it's usually a third of the blade. And then I'll try to strap it back, but it usually doesn't work because I usually crush it back. But then I'll still use the rest of the blade until it's totally dull. And then I'll break down and sharpen.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I like sharpening knives when I want to sharpen, not when I have to sharpen.
Right.
That's I really enjoy sharpening, but I don't like having to sharpen. And this comes from me working in a kitchen, in a pro kitchen. That's the reason, my daily driver, my main chef knife is a Hat 40 knife. The reason I got that knife was because it's not that I didn't like sharpening. I love the sharpen, but it's a pain. I don't have fucking time every other day to run it over a stone. I need a knife that is going to hold up for a few days, and then when I feel it start to going, I can hit that bitch on a ceramic rod and then go the rest. I usually sharpen my chef knife for work once a week, but remember, this isn't a pocket knife. This is in a professional kitchen with a chef knife that's literally getting whacked against a board thousands of times a day.
Right.
This is extended use. So I like to sharpen my knives once a week. If I can get by my pocket knives, if I can do once a month, I'm happy. It rarely goes that long. That 16 micron has helped out a lot because it's aggressive as shit, and I can usually, and that's the reason why the knives that I carry that I like are easily sharpened steels, like Cruair, CPM 154, 154 CM, S35 EN. Those are the kind of steels that I like to carry because I don't like spending a ton of time, like I did today, sharpening 4 very hard, high carbide steels. It's a pain in the dick, and I don't like it.
It
And
is.
I don't want to spend the weekend spending 4 hours sharpening knives.
That's why I'm not looking forward to my Maximate toughness tests to try and get those fucking chips out that I'm gonna put in this edge.
Don't get them out, man. Just let them ride.
Oh.
And another thing that I want to throw in there, guys, is be careful when so if you do decide to go and do the whole Shabazz disassembly video and make your own, just be careful when you're fucking putting those screws back together, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff online where people are fucking stripping out their screws by tightening them. You can always tighten the screw, but once you over tighten them, you're fucked.
Yep.
You're done. That knife, whatever screw that is, it's done.
Well,
Did anybody teach any of you guys how to tighten the screw? Or is that just kind of common fucking sense?
common sense. Should be.
Well, it should be common sense, but, the way the world works. And, people might think that the knife might fucking pop into pieces if they don't over-torque it, with a fucking hammer grip. And that's the problem is, remember, guys, that these knives don't need a whole lot of anything. If anything, you should hand fucking tighten them with a little bit of Loctite.
Exactly.
99% of the screws on the knives you disassemble are T6 screws that are this fucking big. How much torque do you think these things need? I mean, they're this big.
I know.
The threads are the width of your hair. Why would you, they're that big. They're this, you don't need a fucking impact gun to put a fucking knife together.
I'd be willing to bet those little T6 screws probably take half to 1 inch-pound maximum to tighten.
And you can feel when they seat in there. When they're seat and the threads are pulling to the max, you can. And, a lot of times it's a lot less strength than your hand can put out. It's always less strength than your hand can torqued down to do it. So just be careful when you guys maintain your knives that you're not fucking stripping out shit.
Same when you're disassembling stuff. If you have that Torx driver up in that bit and you're really having to try and crank on it to get it back out, and it's got Loctite on it, you probably should stop. I mean, I've fucked up a couple of screws trying to do the same. Like when I got pissed off with my Mannix, I really just wanted to take it apart, and I was pissed that I couldn't.
And the best thing for you to do at that point is, I mean, my method is to get a heat gun with the tip, heat it up, and that breaks the Loctite instantly.
Real quick, let me say something real quick. Here we go. As far as maintenance goes, there's a very popular practice that Alex mentioned of polishing washers. Okay?
Oh, yeah, there's a science to that.
I've done this plenty of times. However, the guts on the inside of one of these, right, even a Benchmade, is fairly tight tolerances.
Right.
If you grab the phosphor bronze washers and start running them over 400 grit stone, and I've seen YouTube guys talk about taking it like a progression, like sharpening to get a really hot polish.
No.
You are going to take material off that you cannot bring back, and then your blade will start to wiggle because there's no more, there's play now. Okay.
Right.
If I ever polish washers for somebody, or, I mean, I rarely do it on my own knives. I just kind of let them break in. But if you were going to do it, let's say there's a burr, I take one of those, my strops with the paint stir, I take the highest grit stropping compound you possibly have.
Yes.
And go over it, do a couple swirls, check it. You want to take as little material off as you possibly can. Don't treat it like you're just gonna, go from like a 400 grit to like a 5 to like a 10,000. This is not that. You're trying to polish, right? So get the highest grit stropping compound you have and very lightly go over them. Because I've had people ask me, well, this happened before. I got to DM me. They're like, hey, I buffed my washers and now I got blade play. Is there something I can do about it? What did I do wrong? And it's like, what do you think you did wrong?
Yeah, that's a huge thing in the Sebenza community.
Yeah.
People polish Sebenza washers a lot. Now, when I polish them, I'm polishing them on green compound. I do about 10 circles, then I rotate the washer. I do about another 10 circles, and I'm done. And that thing usually looks mirror already. And it's just like Steve said, if you take too much material off, you're fucking screwed, like beyond screwed. And then you're going to be pissed because no matter how tight you've tightened that bushing pivot, like on a Sebenza where they only tighten, and you can crank them down all the way, your knife is going to have blade play. It's going to be a big fucking problem.
Yeah, that's why.
Good thing about Sebenza, though, you can order you a new set of washers. You do that to a Spyderco or a Benchmade or something.
Oh.
It's going to be a little harder to get them.
Yep,
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, I just see a lot of guys. I see a lot of guys talk about polishing washers, and I've heard people do this like progression.
No.
And I'm like,
Sandpaper. If you use sandpaper on washers, you're fucking wrong.
You're
I'm
stupid.
Say that.
You-
Yeah, you're wrong. Don't
You-
fucking do that. You're supposed to just clean them up. You're trying to pretend like you fucking opened and closed
Unless
this thing up.
the only
Nice.
exception is if you have a Hinder or Gen 6 that the washers are way too fucking fat and it doesn't work. That's when you want to try and take material off.
That's a little more advanced, Tom, but that's not the vast majority there.
Those need to be hit on 120 grit stone first before they would work properly.
Vast majority are trying to figure out how to freaking make their knife have a smoother action. And if you're just going for a smoother action,
Just use it.
compound.
Exactly. Just fucking use it.
I can't tell you how many knives I've had that I've actually put to use, and you start to do some hard cutting, and guess how much looser they get after you actually put it through some cutting.
They break
this is
this is a real fact. If you want to accelerate the process of your knife breaking it. Now remember, it all depends on what kind of knife you have. You're not going to have like drop shutty action on every single knife. If you're trying to accelerate that process, I highly recommend you grab your new knife, go find a 2x4, grab it as hard as you can, and dig into that thing until you whittle it into splinters. And I promise you, afterward, you'll feel your knife, and it'll probably feel loose. The pivot might have even moved. You might have to retighten the pivot screw, and all of a sudden, your blade feels like it's just floating on glass, man. Just use the fucking thing. You use it long enough, it'll do its job. Like everything will break in, and it won't over break. You won't over polish a washer. It'll just do it to where everything's going off nice and smooth and slick, and then you're like, oh look, I got me a Shiro.
Russian knife makers.
Yeah.
I didn't see him do it again.
That's what you can do.
Yeah.
You can buy yourself a Shiro.
Yep.
That's the pivot. So pivots, either use them, or if you decide to do what I do it very carefully with compound, no sandpaper. Lubricants, we've already discussed, kind of different options there that you're going to have to play around with, see what you like, depending on what action you want. As far as screws, don't over fucking tighten them because there's no going back. Sharpening, I like to strop before I ever even think about sharpening. These guys here are guys that sharpen freaking multiple knives each and every day and do lots of cut tests, so they don't mind. If you're not a proficient sharpener like myself, you might want to try a strop first.
Or Steve.
Or even a piece of leather. I mean, just a freaking piece of leather might bring your edge back a lot more than you expected to. So,
100%. I highly recommend something that Tom actually never did. I highly recommend stropping between sharpeners.
Hey, I do it a lot now.
Now, yeah, look, now you saw the light, didn't you, motherfucker? Huh?
Okay,
yeah.
so
now, you're like, oh look,
so
I can do
here's
this a couple
listen.
times. I can go back to work.
Here's what I've
That's
learned, Steve. Here's what I've
that's
learned.
something I mentioned on the very first episode we ever did with Ryan. Like, strop first,
Here's one of my impressions with stropping. Now that I've done it for a couple months, I feel like you can never get the edge back that you had initially.
Of
You
course.
can get it to maybe 75, 80%, and then I feel like you lose that edge a lot quicker. I feel like I have half of what I did initially.
I don't feel like it's that dramatic.
Oh, I
but
do.
I mean, here's the thing. You got to remember, all right, if you're stropping with a compound, like Alex just said, even bare leather, right? So depending on the steel, you can get away with leather is going to hone your edge. It's going to kind of bring it back true. So that could help, right? But if you're stropping with compound, especially diamond or CBN compounds, a lot of us use, you are removing material off the edge. If you strop like Tom jacks off, which is with bigger, like very aggressively, you can form a very, very fine burr, very, very fine wire edge, which can then translate into decreased edge retention. I'm not saying now when you strop, you're never going to reach that level of sharpness and longevity. You're going to get straight off the stone, right? Because you're continually refining an edge, but you should be able to get enough to get through your next work shift or your next meet, whatever
I
it
can
is.
definitely get that. I just feel like I don't get nearly what I would out of a fresh edge.
Of course not. It's a fresh edge.
Yeah.
It's all nice and fresh.
And I think you extend the life of your knife a little bit when you strop first.
For the last 4 or 5 knives I've gotten, I will strop that factory bevel until I can't bring it back anymore. Then I sharpen for the first time.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's the right way to go.
100%. Why sit there and rip off steel if you don't need it?
I mean, it's not like any of us are going to keep these fucking knives forever, though.
I am.
Except for Steve.
There's a few I might keep.
Yeah, you got customs. You got, like, heirloom quality knives now.
Here we go. Talking about maintenance. Here's a question I get asked a lot. Guys worry about sharpening away their knives. Like they're just gonna rub this thing against the stone until it's just a toothpick. Now, I can tell you when you're first learning to sharpen, this is kind of possible. There's a couple of chef knives that I own that are straight knuckle busters right now. From me sitting there for hours grinding these things away, trying to learn to sharpen. Now, it's a little bit different with pocket knives, but you can prematurely shorten the lifespan of your knife. But you have to think about how much material we're really talking about. Like, you have to sharpen a knife excessively for a very long time before this knife becomes even remotely what you would call unusable.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to look at how much you paid for the knife, what the blade geometry looks like. This is why I'm a big advocate for hollow ground knives. I think hollow ground knives are a beautiful thing on a pocket knife. It allows you to sharpen for a very long time and keep the same level of performance. You don't get as big of a widening of the apex. But yeah, guys need to quit freaking out about over sharpening a knife. Just sharpen. That's it. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, once you get good at sharpening, then you'll be able to strop in between, and you'll definitely get your money's worth out of the knife. Like, don't come to me on the DMs and be like, yo, man, I've been sharpening this rat tube so much, I think I'm going to lose it. Like, it's starting to look like a toothpick. Like, it's $30 knife.
Buy a
You
new
sharpen.
one.
You've had it for a year. You'll buy a new one. Like, save your pennies now. So when you turn it into a toothpick in 2 years, you can buy yourself a new rat number 2. Okay.
Yep. That's like
you can get them again.
The other day I was on the Blade Forum's classified section, and this guy had 2 para 3s up for sale, both in Maximate. One was brand new, or like new. The other one, he says, has been sharpened a little bit. That motherfucker was missing a 1/4 inch of blade. I'm like, how did you do that on Maximate? How?
That's like,
He struggled with that steel a little bit, I can tell.
It's probably because he kept messing up and he had to keep redoing it and redoing it and redoing it.
Yeah, he goes, I think I've met my match with this steel. I go, I think so.
it's a lot. Like, you really, I remember a guy on a forum, a chef knife forum one time, like a kitchen knife forum, and he measured it, and it's something in the ballpark of, microns. You lose when you properly bring a knife to apex, right? And you get that burr. Okay, here we go. The burr that you feel when you sharpen a knife, the size of the burr is how much height you're losing this way. Okay?
Yeah.
So the smaller the burr, the less height you lose. So imagine the burr you bring up on your edge. Imagine how many times you would have to do that to lose a 1/4 inch of knife.
I know.
A lot.
That para 3 looked like it had a recurve.
Yeah. So that's a lot, like a lot. So, and again, by the time you would take that much steel off the knife, I'm willing to bet you got your money's worth. And since this is a knife nuts, this is sharp talk, right? We're a bunch of knife nuts here. What better reason? What better excuse to buy a new knife than you sharpened one into a toothpick?
Yep.
If you ever needed an excuse to go buy a brand new knife, that is the greatest excuse. I used it and sharpened it so much, I needed a knife. Slam, let's get a new knife.
Yep.
That is the best reason ever, as if any of us need a fucking reason to go buy a new knife. But if there was ever a good enough reason, you just sharpen the thing till it was nothing. Buy a new knife. You're welcome. There you go. Be happy. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Aren't you worried about breaking it? No, if I break it, I'll buy a new one. That's an excuse to buy a knife.
Oh, yeah.
Just money, right?
Wow, seriously, think about how many of us, fucking Alex and fucking G, own like 100 knives a piece, right? Right? None of us here need a reason to buy a new knife, but wouldn't it be cool if you had a reason? Right? Like a legit, like how many times in your life have you ever had a real reason to want to buy a new knife? Never. I've never had one. Never. Steve, why are you prying 2x4s and half with that SMF? Because if I break it, I'm going to go have an excuse to buy a new one.
Exactly.
Pop. Come on. You guys got to think ahead, man. Come on. Your wife's looking at you. You buy another knife? Babe, I sharpened it. Look at it. It's a toothpick. Look at it now. Look how little the blade is. It's only this big. Look. Oh, we need a new knife.
Oops.
But you know, other. Shh. Blade HQ, DLT,
Yep.
new knife. Sharpening knives.
I think here at the end of the episode, I want to talk about the testing knives that we're gonna have made up. I feel like it'd be a good time to talk about it for a few minutes.
Testing knives.
Yeah. Are you guys excited for it? Because I'm pretty fucking jacked.
Yes.
So
I'm still.
what were the 4 steels that we agreed upon?
40S8,
Yep.
LB 300N,
Yep.
S 215B, and I think it was Maximite.
Jesus Christ.
And if those don't sound familiar to you guys, that's because these are really high-end steels that nobody really knows about.
Extremely
We're gonna
premium.
be super, super premium.
For Rizzles,
I-
though, let me pull up the actual list that we're going with. So
It was super Maximite. Sorry.
yes.
Super Max.
It was
It
it was Maxarex 123.
Yes. It's got 40% cobalt, 22% vanadium, 44% adamantium, and then 48% vibranium.
Exactly.
Fact. It's real shit. It's going to be the wear resistance king.
I bet Michael Christie couldn't even sharpen that.
But it actually has diamond carbide in the steel.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It's serious shit. It's serious shit. You guys might not be ready for it yet. We're gonna have BJ toughness testing, hammer it through a fucking 4x4 or whatever else he's gonna do with it.
So
Let's roll.
It's gonna sledgehammer through the roof of a fucking Jeep Wrangler.
I haven't had
Sex?
Jesus. You were ready for that, Jesus. I haven't made a video on this yet. It's coming up soon. Shut up, Alex. Oh God.
I feel so good. I mean, Alex laughed that hard. Look.
Oh my god, dude, that was so good.
Wow.
Okay, I'll try to stop.
All right.
Oh.
And we broke the podcast. Mindset?
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's too funny.
Okay, is
Well,
everyone good?
Alex laughed at me. Look, you can't look. Look.
He's giggling like an idiot.
Oh, dude, that was so funny. Oh, all right, go.
Okay, so if anyone isn't already aware of it, I haven't made a video on it yet. I'm planning on it. I know I think Steve and Gerald were planning on making a video on it at some point. I think. I don't know. Correct. Shut up, Alex.
Oh, dude, I'm dying over here, man. My tears are coming out. Oh, dude. Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Serious face. I'm serious. Look, I'm serious. Serious. There you go. Yeah. Serious face. There you
Okay.
go. Just look at BJ's perfect teeth. See? Like
So,
a fucking gate model.
so for anyone that doesn't know, I know we haven't really talked about it too much, but our guest, I think it was 2 episodes ago, Brian from Transparent Knives, the one who showed us the abominations tonight. He is going to make us a set of testing knives that are all going to have the same geometry, just in different steels at different hardnesses. So,
Yeah, big shout out to Transparent Knives for being such a cool dude and sitting down and talking with us and being
sure.
a legit thing.
It's awesome. Awesome. So he gave me a list of steels that we could pick from, and we narrowed it down to 4 for the time being, and I think we'd like to eventually expand on that and see, what we can get in. He can basically get whatever, and he's basically agreed to do these knives for about $128 per knife, which really isn't too bad.
That's a steal.
That's a steal for a custom.
Get it? It's a steal.
Oh my god.
Steal.
Steal instead of STE.
Just, you gotta leave now.
I just said STEAL, like steel.
Anyhow, we picked 4 to start with. That was it was a group between me, Steve, Gerald, Ryan, and Kenny. I think were the people that were in that initially. These are going to be knives that we're all going to test, hopefully to see how accurate our measuring is, see how it stacks up with each other's. Although we have a pretty good amount of data points at this point that we're all
I'm
pretty
not
damn
gonna,
close.
I'm not going to be steel testing, but I'm in to put a little bit of donation towards it for you guys.
That would be awesome. So we're kind of getting to that. So I mean, $128 per knife isn't really that bad. So it's $515 for the first 4 that we're doing. So the first 4 steels that we picked were Z-Ware, Van X, M390, and K390. The steel that I'm super excited for is M390 because it's going to be at the 63 to 64 that we all hear it talked about being as good as possible at. So this is just something that we can, because all those guys that are out there that are saying how all these knives that we're testing, it doesn't correlate because they're all different geometries and whatever.
I don't even care what those people are.
Except for the knives that I made.
Yeah, except for those. Those were perfect. Perfect test.
Who
I
cares?
haven't heard a lot of those guys talking since then. Actually, it's funny. It's been so quiet all of a sudden. I can't really hear any.
I know. Everyone's pretty much shut up about everything recently.
Yeah. Just remember, when you suck in my dick, I want you to look me in the eyes, right here. I don't want you imagining, David Beckham or, Brad Pitt. I want you to see this ugly mug.
Bingo.
When you look up dicks in your mouth. You fuck.
So the thing with these knives would be is that we're gonna be able to send them around to testers and the guys on Instagram that we trust. I mean, we're not gonna go around sending them out willy nilly to Joe Smith and whoever the fuck wants them. But if you guys have been around, if you're in the community, you seem pretty trusted. I think it's possible that we could get these things sent around for everybody to test and sharpen to a toothpick eventually. Maybe that would be pretty damn cool.
Then we could buy some more.
Exactly. And the cool thing with Brian is he does stupid thin grinds. Like he wanted to have these at about 5,000ths behind the edge, which is just ridiculous.
Yes.
Which is how it should be. He's going all triple B on it.
Yes.
So we're super excited for that, and obviously we're gonna put up some of our own money, but putting a lot of this money into multiple test knives is gonna be difficult financially for a lot of guys, or for a lot of us at least. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up some sort of a crowdfunding thing if you guys want to donate any sort of money towards this kind of stuff to get these knives tested. And I think anyone that donates should be able to test these knives. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
At least have them, or maybe we haven't worked it out yet. And I was gonna bring it up the other day in the group. Is maybe eventually we could all chip in and pick one of the donators to get a custom knife built by Brian in their steel of their choice. I think would be super cool.
I'm gonna put this out there. Whoever donates $100, I will send you a mason jelly jar of my bathwater.
It's a pretty damn good deal.
Just saying, you donate $100, you get one of those little mason jelly jars of my bathwater.
And a sandwich baggie full of beard hair for me.
These are great prizes.
$100, like, come on, guys. $100, put it in.
So I looked into the crowdfunding sites like GoFundMe and the other things like that, and I've pretty much decided that those are a terrible idea because they take a minimum of 10%, and I'd hate for guys to be donating $10 and then that not even go towards the knives. You know what I mean? Like if it just goes towards the fees that these sites take out.
It'll be about $1.
I'm saying like per $100 or so, someone donates $10 and it's taken out. You know what I mean?
Basically.
It's annoying. So I think the best course of action would be to have a PayPal that these guys could send the money to. That way, all of their money is going towards these knives and not going to support these big companies. Like I said, I'll make a video on it eventually, and I think the other guys will as well. So I'm pretty excited for it. Should be. Brian said he was like 3 weeks out, I think, and then he was going to start building our knives. So it's going to be super cool. And it's just a cool opportunity for the entire community to get their hands on some pretty badass knives. And like the steels that let me try and pull up the list of steels that he can work with. Those are just the 4 that we picked. He had another list somewhere.
Who's gonna be doing his heat treat?
So we had a dilemma. We could either go Peters, and be super super trustworthy on what the hardness is on all this stuff, but they don't really push it as far as hardness goes. They try. I think it's because they're a high volume company. They don't do like the custom.
Well, hold on. I've personally spoken to Brad at Peters, the owner of Peters, and they'll hit whatever number you want.
I was gonna say, why don't you guys send it to K Swiss Knives?
Oh, that'd be expensive as shit as far as shipping goes, probably.
That would be expensive, but
he does. Yeah, it depends. I gotta ask him, but I think he uses DHL. He can get shit across the pond for like $20.
Well, that wouldn't be too bad.
I gotta ask him.
So,
Peters, whatever you want.
A trustworthy heat treat.
See, because Brian got a hold of them and they gave him the max hardnesses for certain steels that they would do.
I just spoke to Brian, like not even 3 weeks, not even a month ago. They'll hit whatever steel, they'll hit whatever temp you want. So when the Peters heat treat comes with, so it comes with the heat treat, it comes with cryo if necessary, it comes with straightening, all the blades, 100%, and that's all rolled into the whole package of heat. You can hit whatever. You can push it to 68 if you want. I mean, if it shatters like glass, that's on you.
Yeah.
You can push it whatever you want. But he has another heat treater, right?
Yes.
Tom?
He has another heat treater. We did have some issues with an LC200N knife that I tested, and we're getting another one in my hands at the proper hardness to test. But all these knives, 54.
No, he said 60 for the heat treater.
Yeah. So anyhow, these knives are all going to be rock welded by the heat treater, and then before any testing begins, they'll be sent out to Kurt, and Kurt will be rock weld testing them as well. So we're going to hit it twice just to double check and make sure what these are before testing even begins. So that way we know exactly what we're getting.
How are they going to hit it twice when you haven't even hit it once?
Oh boy.
Hey, Alex comes through with the Superman punch at the end.
Thanks, Alex.
Mic drop.
Anyhow, I have the list of steals now. we got CPM 154, LC 200N, Van X, K390, M390, Venatus 4 Extra, 3V, S35VN, S90V, Z-Wear, LMAX, 52100, AEBL, and anything else he can get his hands on. So the only thing that varies the cost of the knives themselves is steel cost. because he's throwing in handle material free of charge
Ugh.
for us, which is awesome. Just
Oh, you know,
yeah, he's throwing plain black G10 on it free of charge for us.
oh man,
I know.
yeah,
I thought they were just gonna be blanks.
yeah, I was blank. Dang.
Nope, black
Damn.
G10.
What? Shout out
So,
to him.
and he's also, I think he said he wasn't going to sharpen them. He's just going to leave them as a 0 grind, and when they get to me, or after they get Rockwell tested and they get to me, I'll put the initial edge on. So there's really no overheated material there, which is cool. He also wet grinds. He makes a couple passes.
Yeah, he seemed very aware of the whole heat.
He
grinding.
makes a pass or two, cools it. Makes a pass or two, cools it. So, and seeing the performance, just the geometry of that little LC200N knife at 54 was fucking nuts. So I can't imagine what this 59 to 61 is going to be, or what any of the other test knives are going to be.
And next.
Vanax is going to be nasty too. So, it's just an opportunity for everyone to donate if you would like. Obviously, even if you guys don't donate, we're willing to throw in all the money and purchase at least these initial 4.
But you won't get a jelly jar of my fucking bathwater.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
You donate, you'll get the bathwater.
If we get a $100 donation, I will cut off like 2 locks of my hair and send them out too.
2 lots.
2 locks.
And some of Tom's virgin hair.
Yep.
I mean, you could summon a god with that kind of stuff, man. That's like sacrificial lamb shit, man. You could change the world. You could shit.
Paul says if I donate, can we make Steve take a bath?
No, I didn't know. $100 and I'll give you my bath water, which means I'll have to have taken a bath.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there you go. There's your answer,
So,
Paul.
I
There's your answer, bro.
I figured that was a good way to end it. Bring that up before I end up making a video on it. I think it would be greatly appreciated by all of us if the community would be willing to donate a little bit. More info on how to do that's going to be coming whenever I get the video up. Should be here in the next week and a half or so. And that actually means week and a half, not 3 months like Steve.
Oh, well, you know what it is? Look, Tom, when you finally drink that amazing elixir called vagina, I don't have as much time to make videos as you do.
Listen here, Steve. I wake up an hour and a half early every morning before I have to go to work and try and get parts of videos done.
Look, I wake up 4 minutes early every morning to get vagina before I go to work. So
4 minutes.
you pick out how you want it. You do what you want to do. You wake up an hour and a half early for that. I'm going to wake up 90 seconds early for some vagina.
That's fair. That's fair.
Squish, squish,
Squish, squish, squish, squish. Squish, squish,
squish, squish, squish, squish,
squish, squish,
squish, squish,
All right.
squish,
squish, squish.
squish.
Also, we have to do another shameless merch plug. We do have a merch shop now with t-shirts, sweatshirts, all that good shit. With
Yeah.
Sharp Talk logo, my logo, any of the Sharp Talk sayings. You guys got to get me your logos so I can put them on shirts as well.
My logo is just a nutsack.
And
Well, we already
take,
got your shirt then.
and take those damn freaking circles off the back.
I will.
I've been telling you this for weeks,
I
Tom.
will.
Right?
Because I got to redo the whole thing.
It's okay, you got time. You're not getting China.
It's a pain in the
Yeah, what are you doing all day? Well, you're not getting the JJ, so what? You think you're busy. Come on.
Ugh.
You got this all day.
See, Paul says the Sharp Talk one and the gray and black hoodie is the only one I like.
Who said that?
Paul.
Paul, fuck you, Paul.
I like that one too. I gotta buy that one.
Don't be a Tom, Paul.
Don't get the sell your knives, buy guns one. Come on, get out of here.
Yeah,
Those are-
exactly.
So,
Paul,
anyhow,
you're looking at the
what?
Paul's trying to get something free from you, Tom, by saying he only likes your shit.
I mean, that'd be the way to get free stuff, right?
Don't be Tom, Paul.
Tom's sweet virgin ass is not for sale. Okay, so you can't sweet talk him. It ain't gonna work. He's saving himself for that special guy, and that's not you, Paul. Sorry to burst the bubble.
So, link to that will be in the description on YouTube when this goes up, and it'll also be in the description of anywhere else this gets posted, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. So.
Oh, and one more thing I want to throw in there.
Yep.
So we got a guest that's going to come up pretty soon. His name is Bob DeMarco. He's got his own podcast called The Knife Junkie. Check him out, guys. We're going to have this guy on as a guest pretty soon, maybe in a few weeks or maybe in a month. Pretty cool podcast. He's got a lot of custom knife makers, different companies that you got a really crazy guest list. So check him out. We're going to have him on an episode pretty soon here.
Looking forward to that one. I love his podcast.
You listen to it?
Yeah.
If
Duh.
Cass out, if you want me as a guest, hit me up.
You're a guest here every freaking podcast,
Yeah.
Steve.
You gotta invite me too. I am a package deal with Steve. Right, Steve?
I haven't gotten any phone calls. It's weird. No one's called me up for guest spots. I don't know why.
They don't want any knife men yelling.
Knife guy yelling at knife guy.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream. Lots of good chat this week. I'm glad I could get everything functioning properly, and the live stream didn't look like shit. So.
Except your gear. You obviously can't get that going.
Yeah, you need to get that warmed up, bro.
Thanks.
You need to break yourself in, Tom. Where's Tom's girlfriend at? We need to talk to her.
Yeah,
She
give yourself.
She told me the other day, she goes, I will never be on the podcast. I don't care if they think that you don't have a girlfriend. That's exactly what she told me.
That's starting to make me think, Tom, that she doesn't exist.
I can see how you would think that.
Because
look, we're not here to judge you, okay? Your alternative lifestyle with these supposed girlfriends. We love you for you, Tom. So you don't have to lie to us. Knife community exception.
But seriously, we need to have her on here.
That's what I keep telling her.
I'm like, I want to ask her like how she comes up with her awesome knife choices.
Yeah, for real.
I know.
Because she's
got great taste.
Phenomenal.
Almost exactly like mine.
It is exactly like yours because she went to the 60-40. So, really. You can just stay in the background.
Look what I got on my Instagram.
Oh, who's that? That's not your girlfriend.
That's the same reaction I get by everybody.
I don't know. She's too pretty for you, Tom.
I
know. I outkicked my coverage.
Yeah, we need her on, bro. We need the real director of this whole podcast.
I know.
Yeah, we need her on the podcast. We need to know her knife expertise. Why she picked that bench knife for free.
Paul says Tom must be rich.
It's not. Her voice needs to be heard as well. You can't just take it off the word.
Maybe it's because Tom's got that Justin Bieber thing going.
Justin Bieber. It's less the Biebs and more Little Drummer Boy from that Christmas movie.
See, this is what happens when we run out of stuff to talk about. It just devolves into ripping on me.
This is not running out of stuff to talk about. We're not wanting to see the real curator of the Shark Talk podcast here.
Jesus.
AKA
All right.
lady.
I'm calling it.
Don't call it.
I'm calling it.
Ask her first. Ask her first.
BJ just lit one up, man. You can't call it.
Hold up.
There you go. Ask her. There you go. I'm gonna kiss her.
Hey.
Awesome.
I want to ask Tom's supposedly girlfriend how much.
Is it okay if I finish the podcast?
Is it okay if I finish
the podcast?
Who is that laughing?
Just yell yes.
Yeah.
You
Can you
you
hear
heard it. folks. You heard it live, folks. He has to ask permission.
In a minute. We're about to wrap.
All right, I'm calling it.
Wait. No, she has to come on, and she has to say the last closing words of the podcast.
They say you have to get on and say the last closing words.
I'm not doing that.
Thanks for joining us today. Tom's a virgin.
Yep.
We enjoyed having you all, and
Yep.
and all that good stuff.
Yep. See you guys next week or 2 weeks from now.
Okay.